Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm Nesbit. This is the Great Circle. Let's carry on the adventure. Let's do this. Okay. We finished the cogwheels side quest, which was quite a challenge over the last two streams, on and off. We did the pyramid on this map, and we're just really unlocking this map more at the moment. So let's get on with it. Let's look at what quests we got available. All right, Indy. Where did we get to? The cogwheel puzzle. It is solved. What's going on? Why hasn't it saved? Oh no. Look at this, guys and girls. For some reason, it hasn't saved our last cogwheel. Oh, that's aggravating, because that was, I mean, I remember it, but I think I remember it, but that was not easy. Oh, I don't believe this. We've got to do this again. We completed this at the end of the last stream. I don't know why it hasn't saved. Okay, let's do it. I have to redo this. I don't believe this. So be it. We're going to have to redo this cogwheel. I don't believe this. Oh, God, my voice getting loud. Hold on. Oh, dear. I'll just shut that door just for a second. Just... Okay. All right. I don't know why the game hasn't saved that. That's... I mean, we had... In the last stream, I was with Yonder and a few others. And... we finally solved the cogwheel puzzle, but for some reason it hasn't saved, so I've got to go back and do that again. I don't believe this. That really sucks. Oh, well, okay. But I know what I'm doing. And what I don't understand is, this is where we came out with the camp when I was mucking around. See, so why wouldn't it have saved here? Oh, well, let's just see what's going on, because it's a bit aggravating. All right, let's go and have a look. Yeah, that's it. Oh, shit. Oh, I had my map up, so I didn't see what was going on. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, I don't believe this. You can't make this up. Now, if I remember rightly, there's going to be... Okay, they ignored me. That's good. So I've got to go over this. There's a fence here. Or there's a walkway or something, if I remember rightly. Here we go. All right. I hope you're all doing well. Let's have a look. Oh, let's just close that down so I can see chat. Go and bring that over. Okay, all right. Yeah, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm going to do this again. In terms of this cogwheel puzzle, it's been a challenge. It's good, and I've enjoyed it. In fact, as you go in through the game, the puzzles do get harder. They do become more of a challenge as you go along. But in terms of, do I feel like Indiana Jones, and do I feel like I'm getting that experience through this game? I am 100%, guys and girls, and I really, really enjoy it. It surprised me, this game, actually. I wasn't sure what I was going to get. Where are we going? Okay. But it hasn't disappointed. I'll give Bethesda their due. I mean, it's a fairly straightforward, simple in terms of its mechanics. It's not over complicated at any level, but it is enjoyable, and it's brutal, and it's good fun. The combat's good fun, you know. It's just really simple. You know, the combat is really good fun. The environments are nice. When you go into the mazes and everything, when you go into the when you go into the tunnels or the pyramids or whatever, and all the climbing you got to do and all the puzzles you got to solve and the traps, it's good fun. It's Indiana Jones, man. I like it. All right, we've got to take a picture of this again, so we have to do that. Need all 10. Now, hopefully, I will remember this and it won't take us long, because, like I say, I was working on this, and there was a few others working on it. Well, sorry, working on it with me the other day, and we finally, it's the first puzzle I looked at online. And actually it's quite a subtle thing, obviously, that threw me. Because what I did is I had this cogwheel in the wrong position. It was just, even though all this, we got everything else right, it was just one cog, but it was actually going around. It was just in the wrong location. I'm sorry, it's going to get very loud at this moment, guys and girls, but the family will be out in about 10 minutes. So I think what I'll do is I'll concentrate on this puzzle, and I'm just going to turn the mic off for a sec, all right? Just so you don't hear that background noise. Just a moment, guys and girls. We'll be right back.
Macca's guides.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. My son's just turned into a whirlwind. Ever so excited, a bit crazy. You're going to hear some noise in the background. I thought they were going out straight away, but I think they might be doing some baking then going out. So we just got to finish where we left off. What was I doing? This is wrong, wasn't it? We got that side correct. We actually completed this in the last stream, but for some reason the game hadn't saved, so I'm having to redo this. It's a bit frustrating. What we doing? What was it? That wasn't right, was it? I'm trying to think clearly at the moment. Is it there? And then we use the rest of the God, I thought we got to use all the cogs. Is that it? Let's see. I can't remember now. Can't really think really clearly. Yeah, that's not right. Look. Oh shit! So what's going on? Did I need another one there? Oh, I've got. What am I missing? Because that side was working. I know that side's correct. What am I missing on this side? Comments. Oh, indeed. Stuff off. Ah, dear. What's going on? Get lost. Wrong buttons. What have I done? Was it taken? Just fucking. This is a bit temperamental. Was it that way? I know it's something like that. Let's have a look. There we go. Okay. I knew it was something like that. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we got to get this saved. I don't need to do this again, everyone. Okay, right. We got that. That's good. Let's pick up all the cogwheels. Let's reclaim all those. God, my boy's just gone off the charts. He was really placid and quiet, and now he's just. In a moment, he can explode, you know, in terms of just getting excited and everything. Dear me, that was chaos. Oh, come on, Indy, what are you doing? Just put that back, thank you. Right, is that all the cogs? I think it is. Okay. You can hear me, can't you? I have turned the mic back on. Come on, mouse. Just do your shit. Yeah, the mic's on. Okay, all right. I better keep that up because I might have to turn it off again in a minute. Okay. All right, so. Yeah, sorry about that. Might be a bit hectic for the first half hour, guys and girls, because the family's here. But they are going out in a bit, so it'll get quieter in a bit. And concentrate on what I'm doing. Okay, right, okay. That's good. Got that sorted then. Right, now I'll need the game to save because we did this at the end of the last stream, and I came out of here And we went around the corner here. And we went over the bridge, and the game should have saved. So I want to get this game saved. And then we're going to go on to the next quest. So that's that one then. That's the cogwheels done. Thank God for that. Okay, right. Now we're going back to speak to Sunan. Okay, the Blessed Pearl. And that's part of the main quest, which we're going to carry on doing today, guys and girls. Because the main quest is good fun. I mean, there's a lot on this map that you can do as well. Wrong button again. I'll get my hand. Okay, come on. Get your head in the game, Pedro. Okay. Come on. There you go. Is there anything? No, there wasn't. I got everything I needed for because that's Voss's gold there. This is a compound where Voss is, and we stole his gold a while back. There, the game's saving. Now, I'm actually streaming this through Lunar, so I hope Lunar isn't screwing my saves up. So the game just saved. So hopefully it's going to save my progress as we play today, because I don't need that. You know, I don't need to have to keep repeating stuff or starting this again because Lunar's screwing up. I got this through Amazon Prime, guys and girls. Right, I'm an Amazon Prime member, so I got and you can get free games through Amazon. What's here? There's a couple of. They're not Germans, they're not fascists or whatever. I think they're just workers, so perhaps they won't give me crap if I approach them. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, they will. Okay, they do. All right, let's just get out of here. Let them work away. Yeah, the game's just saved again, I think. Where are we going? Actually, I'm not that far. Okay. Come on in. Oh, careful, Indy. Tops. Let's have a look at the poll quickly. Who's doing what? Okay, just one vote. Someone's doing tops. I'm glad to hear it, guys and girls. I'm not too bad today. Can't complain. Well, I could, but there's no fucking point. You know what I mean? All right, where are we going? So it was this way, wasn't it? Oh, I can't get the journal up right now. I'm going to go around because what I'm looking for actually is the boat now. And I think over there I can call it. It's just, am I where I think I am? I think I am where I think I am. See what I mean? Is that platform over there where I can call the boat? Although I don't think I've got far to go. Let's have a look. Just get over here. Rather than using up all my stamina in this water. Come on, Indy. What's this? Is this thing here worth having, maybe? Let's have a look around. Game's saving again, that's good. And where are we going? We're going over there. We ain't got that. Yeah, we've got a way to go. Oh, is that where my boat is? There, look. Okay, my boat. I think my boat's over there anyway. Is there somewhere? I thought there was a little radio control around here. No, it wasn't here. Okay, all right. I'll have to keep going then. Shit. Can't remember where I parked my boat up. Oh well, all fun and games, I guess. Oh no, that's that. Oh Christ, I'm going to be in the water for ages now. I'm going to be swimming all the way back. I've got a funny feeling. Okay. Oh. Ah, wonderful. Yeah, nice day for a swim. Keep an eye out for a radio or a little dock where I can radio in the boat. Is that a dock? No, that's the bridge over there. Oh, Christ. Where's the nearest dock where I can radio my boat? I can't remember. Which way are we going? Which is the... Let's just get on a bit of land here. Find out where we're going. Come on, Indy. Push it. Swim, man. Swim. That's it. Okay, right, where are we going? Right, we are... Okay. Well, we're not that far from where we want to go anyway, guys and girls. Just keep swimming. Let's go. What day is it today? I ain't got a clue what the day... Is it... What day is it? I can't remember what fucking... Is it Friday or something day? I think it is, isn't it? No. It's bizarre. What day is it? It is Friday. Yeah. Cool. I couldn't remember for the life of me. Right, it's Friday. Okay. Weekend coming up. Ah, there's a radio there. Look, brilliant. I think that's a radio there. I can call me boat. Good stuff. All right. Yep, it is. Good. Okay, let's get that boat. Come on, Gina.
Hey, could use a ride.
I'll be right there.
I'll be right there. Good stuff. Hooray! Okay, let's just do some... What? Oh, this was this Fight Club place, isn't it? Or something like that.
Bye, Jones.
You don't belong. I got to find a uniform on this island somewhere. Then I might better do some stuff. I'm all right for that. Not too bad for that. All right, that's that. Let's just give myself a bit more energy. Bit of banana. All right, goody goody. Let's go, Indy. Indy, where are we going? Just keep going the way we're going. Okay, we're going back to Suna, whatever his name is. What's that there? I don't think I've been up here. What's here? Let's just check this out. There might be something worth investigating here, though. Oh yeah, what's up here? Hey up, hey up. What's this? Is there something I can bash this shit with? So, can I get that? Okay, I've got to find a way in. I need something I can... Let me think. My whip isn't going to remove that. No, I need something I can hit this wood with, I guess. What is that down there? Is that like some sort of statue or something? Is there a way in underneath? Let's have a look. Mask on. No. Around the back of the motor there, get churned up. Come on, you. Right, so look. No, it's not that. Fuck off with the camera. He's overexcited, my boy. Okay, I can't see nothing that way. So, how do I get in? Logically, I need something to maybe smash the wood. All right, hold on a second, folks. I've got to deal with my boy. Just spoke with me, all right? He's getting a bit fractious and troublesome. He needs some, you know. Um, okay. I didn't see anything in the water, but there's something there to get. But how do we get to it? Can't break this. Can I kick it? I can't kick it. Fucking hell. No, it's not going to do that. I didn't see an entrance in the water. I'm going to try again because probably, like I say, a way in underneath. I'm sure there is. We'll give it one more go and then we'll get on back to the main quest. Let's have a look. No. What about round here? Oh, hold on. I can't get up around there. That looks to be all blocked behind there. Doing all right. Come on, Indy. What was that there? I just saw... Is the boat in the way? I'm going to move the boat, guys and girls. I think the boat's in the way. I've got a funny feeling the boat might be in the way. I'll have a look for you in a sec. Hold on. Chaos. It's chaos. There we go. Yeah, look. Oh, the boat was in the way. Right, come on then, Indy. Is it W? Yeah. Okay, all right. We're there. What is this? Ah, money. Yeah. Lots of money though. Oh, sucker. What else we got? Mind you, I might join him if I'm not careful. I'm running out of air. Here we go. Good stuff. Well done, Andy. Dum da dum. Dum da 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 dum. Okay, we are going that way. Okay. Bum ba bum. Dun, dun. Bum ba bum. I love this boat ride. It's just so therapeutic. The way you can rock the boat. Really authentic feeling to it. I like it. You know? Good luck today, by the way.
It'll be fine.
My boy's autistic, guys and girls, and he's a lovely lad. But boy, he's just hitting his teenage years, and he's got some energy, and like he's explosive. And when he goes, you know, it's like dock boat. Let's just dock the boat. My poor missus, you know. Thankfully, we got some respite help here today, so that's why I'm streaming. You know. Okay, right. So what am I doing? I'm going to see the guy, aren't I? Who am I going to talk to? Let's go get him. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. Suna. Okay. Oh yeah, the old guy. Yeah, I remember. Okay. Where is he? This way. There he is. Okay, let's forward the main quest then. Just give me a sec. We'll do that in a sec. I just want to have a quick word with the missus and make sure she's all right, and then we'll forward this main quest, all right? Because she's a little bit stressed, I can see. So just give me a minute, folks. Just need a minute with the family, and I'll be back, all right? And again, you know, when you're in stream as well, guys and girls, and watching, me or anyone, don't forget to keep yourselves hydrated and all the rest of it, especially during this hot summer, you know, and all the rest of it, well fed, well rested. Okay? I'll only be a minute or so, and I'll be back, okay? Hey, Pad Queen. Oh, thanks. What's that? Oh, can we do that? Can we? Exclamation mark hug. Didn't know that one. Yeah, I'm just gonna check my missus is all right, and I'll be back. All right. Did you find your coffee, love? Okay. Are you all right? Is it your?
It's my travel one.
Okay, I'll have a look. Let me have a look for you. All right. Ah, you got it. Did you find it?
Oh, Jake put it there.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because she was just Okay, well done. All right. Good. Okay.
Put it everywhere.
We got it. All right, love. Say again.
We need the lid in the camping toilet. The lid's right
Yeah.
the camping toilet in the boot.
Yeah, I'll get that done for you. All right. Right, let's just take this off then, because I'm going. Right, let's get the camping toilet there, because she wants that in there just in case. The lid. Where's the lid? I just got to get the lid. It was here. It's going to be one of those.
I'm not sure whether this is that.
Okay, the lid's disappeared. Just classic.
Jake's probably hid it, not gonna lie.
Did you say you put the lid somewhere?
It's right there.
I can't see it, love. Oh yeah, I thought it was like that.
You knew where it was.
It was down by the electric thing. It was over there.
It's ready.
Dear me.
What's Jake put in there, to be honest?
Right, I'll get that to the car.
I've
Just
got
grab
the
the
keys.
keys.
So there.
Keys are there, love.
Thank you.
You just leave it open and then
Yeah.
I'll
I'll stick that in the boot then. Hopefully it will get fine.
You're alright,
And that's just in case there's an emergency, so you're not stressed trying to find somewhere.
Can you see? Got these socks on? That's it. No, that's fine. I popped 2 cartons in his bag,
Oh,
and then
lovely.
there's some snacks in there
Thanks.
anyways, what we could use then. Oh, your toes are cold, mister. Your toes are cold. Right, and there's going to be sun cream today because it's going to be hot. But I know you don't like sun cream. You're fine. Don't need to be running around, mister. Right, have your leggies. Good job.
No.
Yes, because it's going to be hot today and you don't want to burn. We are getting your shoes on. Yes. Gotta have sun cream, otherwise you burn, don't you? There we go. Push. You're fine. There we go. What's wrong? Oh, the back of the shoe. It's okay. It's only sun cream. Good job. Let's try that again, shall we? It's been a while since you've had sun cream on, mister. No, I know it's frustrating. Hang on, let's work together. Not against each other. Alright. So your arms. Good boy. Oh, are we waiting for your mum? You're gonna brush your hair. Right, come here, have your arms first. Left, watch out the way, my dad's coming through.
Alright, got the rest of that cream in. Oh, so you're doing it, sorry.
Realise there's going to be a hot one today. Now it's going to brush your hair. You're fine. You're fine. We don't want you to burn. Neither do you, because you don't like being hot. be quick. I was going to wash your hands.
Get it in your face. Okay.
See, sometimes not that bad, is it, sir? It's just you.
Oh, yeah.
Right, go and put your bag on.
Give it the white so it hasn't got any cream.
Back slow down. Let's grab you. That's it. You can take that. It's yours, not mine.
Some wipes.
Yeah,
I don't know where the wipes
Wipes are just in Jake's bag.
yeah, even if you do it in the caramel, just wipe his hands because
Yeah.
I've got some sun cream. I don't want it rubbing in. Rubbing
Into
it in
his eyeballs. Yeah,
Yeah,
no worries.
cheers, thanks.
Right, let's go
I
car.
love- okay, then. Okay. Right, look.
This isn't my coffee. I didn't have it up that full.
I don't know if she sorted it or something, but she said she found it because I came down to look. No, that's not that one. She might have topped it up, or we. What's it like? Any good?
It's just something.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous because I had to wait till 10:30 to go
It's
out. We did an
alright.
activity.
It's okay.
It's not because it's just
It's
ridiculously
the way
intense.
he was intense today, and the way he behaved was that he was very over it. You know, he needs.
It's
he-
very exciting.
I know, but he needs to learn to control that energy, and sometimes he needs guidance with that. You've done absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. It's all good. Let's turn this off.
I didn't say it did anything wrong. It's
No, I
just
know,
that because we do so much baking, and it's always always have to do something different. We've got so many cakes everywhere.
Mhm.
The one activity today was the most difficult.
I hear. I
to do
understand.
because- Can you put that away?
Yeah,
It involved hot water, 2 lots,
yeah,
burning.
yeah. And he may be overexcited to start with, but that behaviour was naughty. The way he's ramming it in, the way he's behaving, and I saw what he was doing. You know. Anyway, I hope you have a nice time now. The things in the back, you've got wipes and everything you need. You've got your phone and your wallet, yeah. God, give me strength, that boy, I tell you. So a bit of that, you'll go and enjoy your walk now, because it'll be on a hill and wind will blow the cobwebs away with a bit of that, and you'll feel better.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just moments. and
I
it's
know,
just
I know.
Absolutely crazy.
I
You
know.
just can't
Mm-hmm.
turn you back for a split second.
But it'll be good. That's why I think that hill's great, because I think you're right. Let him get some
I'm
energy
going to
out.
try and do the flowers now. Otherwise
Okay,
we'll
alright.
run out straight away and
Yeah.
avoided all the cooking
Yeah.
stress.
All right. See you later. All right. Hello. Hey, Patrick. Fucking hell. Is that the wrong? That's the wrong one. Let's just go. Oh, did I? Oh shit! Did I mute the wrong mic? So you might have all heard that. Shit. Oh shit! I think I didn't mute my mic. Oh bollocks! Wrong mic. In the rush, I muted the wrong mic. I think you probably all heard that. Fucking hell! What a morning. Whew. God, he's a whirlwind, my boy. I tell you. All right. Dear me, let's get on with the question, hey? Fuck it. I'm all right. I live north. Rarely gets crazy hot. Okay, Bad Queen. Yeah. We've had some real nice weather this year, so. God. I take it you heard all that, Pad Queen, did you? Sorry, guys and girls, if you heard all that. But yeah, I mean, my boy's got special needs. He's autistic. And, you know, regardless if he's autistic or not, he still needs discipline. And he still needs to be focused and gain focus. And, you know, this is why generally when he's on holiday and when he's around, I don't stream and I don't work. Sorry, because he needs that male energy that helps keep him focused, and then again, roles, guys and girls. And I know in the modern world, people want to think they can all do everything, but let's be honest, in a lot of cases, we can't. A man can't be a woman, right? A man can't really be a mother. He can still be very affectionate and loving and nurturing in his own way, but he's not a mother. And a mother's not a father, and, male energy needs molding, like you do with metal or whatever. It needs temperance. It needs discipline. It needs structure. It needs focus. And, when my boy's with me, because I raised him as well, I bought him, he knows the game's different, he understands that. And that's why I know he will take advantage, like children do. They take advantage of their mother's love, and stuff like that. And a lot of the times when he's on holiday, I don't really stream much or do a lot of work because my missus needs me around and he needs me around. We need to have that balance, those balancing elements, and, but he's a whirlwind, and sometimes she finds him very overwhelming, and I get it. I find him very overwhelming. And big up to anyone who raises, because a lot of people walk, I'd never do that. But a lot of people do walk away from kids that have special needs or autism or stuff like that because they can't cope. They can't cope with the day-to-day life and the stresses and the constant work that it takes to look after children that have got special needs, But I worked in that, and I worked with lots of different types of people as well. And it is it's a very challenging life, It's a very challenging life. But he's a good soul, and he's a beautiful lad. He's just, like I say, he doesn't have language skills. It's very hard to get him to. He works all at the primitive level, if you like, just a relatively. When I say simple, I don't mean that insultingly. Just basic, natural, organic sort of way, and. We can communicate with him, and he understands a lot of things very well. And he also understands, like most kids, how to take advantage as well, But yeah, sorry about, it's a bit of a trial because it's just a whirlwind and everything has to be so well organized, and if it's not, and if things aren't laid out for him and he doesn't have his patterns, or, it's chaos, it can be chaos. And it's quite a journey to learn, how to adapt to a child that has those needs, Exactly, Pad Queen. A lot of people do, and that's just healthy children, let alone children with special needs or anything like that, But yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I'd turn my damn mic off, but it was very stressful because, he packs things away because he does, he can't cope with things not being he can't, What I'm saying is here, there's some parts of his behavior I don't make excuses for because I know he can do better. And I challenge him in those areas that he can be challenged. But because of his mind, because of the way his universe works, there's some things you just have to accept. You can't force it. You can't reshape it. You've got to live with it. And that's why people can't, some people can't, Okay. For some people, it's, I tell you, Pad Queen, one of the reasons, like I say, I don't come in a lot in streams and stuff, because what can happen is, and I want to avoid this, some people don't understand what's going on here. And they will say, oh, what's that god awful fucking noise in the background, or shit like that. Or they're either sometimes deliberately ignorant, or they just don't understand. And of course, that can lead to me saying, well, fuck you, and me getting defensive. So, and that has happened already, this holiday, because that's my boy they're talking about. Do you understand? So that's why, I generally try to stream when they're out. And the plan was for him to go out this morning, when I started my stream, but he wanted to do some baking when the carer came in, and just all, it's just the way it is, man, But anyway, let's get back on with the gameplay. But yeah, like I say, it's an interesting life. It's far from dull. Yeah, so Yeah. Okay, let's get on with the main quest. And thanks for that, by the way, everyone. You know, like I say, and one of the reasons I'm explaining so you understand what's going on here. Like I said, it's very intense in this house sometimes, and that's why I generally don't stream when he's around, because it's just too much. It's too much for my missus to cope on her own. It's too much for me to be trying to do this and talk to you guys and girls, you know. Yeah, I hear you, Pad Queen. You know, I worked with those kids my whole life. Those kids that were taken advantage of, those that were abused. You know, and it's funny, I will just say this because it's a serious you know, we were talking about this on the pod the other day, and it's really important we break the cycles of any evil or cruelty that's done to us. It's really important that no matter what happens to us, we don't take it out on the innocent or other people that never gave us any shit. If someone's giving you shit, guys and girls, you know, especially if you're an adult, give it to that person that's giving you shit. I don't care who it is. Whether you think, you know, don't give it to someone else because you feel you can't tackle them. Give your shit. You know, that's the trouble. Kids can't strike back generally. They can't strike back, you know, and they're the easiest target going, along with old people, you know. And I hate stories like that because I worked with that for my whole life before I did this. You know, I worked with special needs and abused kids different times, but ultimately, for the best part, very damaged children, which I think some of you might already know because I've said this before, but I hate that fucking shit because, like I say, and that's why I love courage in people. Like when I talk to people like Yonder or Mac or whatever, it's no secret. Like Mac's got on his main page, I'm a recovering alcoholic. For people to face themselves, face up to their pain, and not then become like those abusers that abuse them, you know, because that's generally what happens. Most people aren't strong enough to fight the abuse they've suffered. But that's what we have to do is you know, if we want a better world, you know, we have to not become like what's happened to us. Do you know what I'm saying? And I hope for your nephew, I hope his life changes soon. And I hope he has the courage not to become like his father, you know, because we know how the stories go, right? Anyway, that's a very serious and sad conversation, but it's reality, and I don't shy away from reality here, guys and girls, you know. I wish him all the best, Pad Queen, honestly. And maybe someone needs to help him, I don't know. I mean, really, you know. And they do, some people, it's ironic, isn't it? Because with all the experience I had, it's ironic. In some cases, they look away. In some cases, they take advantage. But I really do hope that gets transformed very soon, Pad Queen. Very soon, you know? Because the children are the innocent. They are. That's the irony. You know, they're the innocent. But then for people, you know, I'm going to say how I feel, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah. It pisses, you know, I mean, I'm going to say it. Like I say, good men face themselves like good women do. And anyone else that does any different, they're actually being cowardly. Let's say it how it is. If you're taking advantage of a child or an old person, if you take advantage of anyone, it's because you're a coward. Because you haven't faced yourself yet. And I'm going to say it how it is, because in all my years of experience, even dealing with my own soul and not stopping myself when I felt aggrieved, that's the truth of things. Whether people like that or not, I'll be honest, I don't really care, because when it comes to protection of our future, we have to look after our children and we have to look after each other. If we don't do that, whereas, you know, well then we've let ourselves down. And we've let our species down, and we've let down the future, and we've let down the past. That's how I see it. We let down the ancestors that stood up for us so we could be healthy, and so on and so, you know. It's an integrated thing. There's no stepping away from it. And the system is designed to take away control from parents and from the people, you know. I could give you an example, right, of just my mother's just lost her partner, right? I could tell you a story there about how the system takes away our power over, you know, for the people we love, and our, you know, and our ability to protect the people that we love. And that's why it's corrupt. And that's why I fought it. And that's why I dislike it. Not always, but a lot of the times it does that. It ties our hands and we feel we can't defend our own. Think of the mask, you know? Yeah, the legal aid. Exactly. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, just think of the COVID thing. People couldn't go and see their family dying or whatever in hospitals, you know? And then we find out all the things we find out about that particular event after the fact, when most of us and a lot of us knew it was bullshit anyway. You know, so, and there's another one, the removal of legal aid. Because they're taking everything back now, Pad Queen. You know, we go through these cycles, you know? But I'll move on because it's a very sad and serious subject, and it does get me angry for lots of different reasons, you know. But I do wish you know, like I say, your nephew and yourself and your family the very best in that particular fight, because like I say, it's a shitty world, and people make it shitty because of their cowardice. And I'm going to say how I see it. If people don't like that, I don't give a fuck. There's too many cowardly people in this world that allows the system to dictate to them, or people in position to dictate to them. I spent 5 years fighting that shit to make a point. It was very expensive, it was very damaging, but it was worth every ounce of energy and resource that I put into it. Because sometimes we got to turn around and say fuck you and stand up for that which we love. Because men of good conscience shouldn't blindly follow orders, guys and girls, nor any woman. Don't blindly follow orders because you think your position is here. If something is immoral, if you've got the courage, you've got the time, you've got the resource, and you think you've got it in you, stand up for what you love. Because if you don't, you're just selling your future down the river. And you don't have to be violent. You know, you can use their system against them if you play smart. You know, Pad Queen, you know, he's got a lovely mother. She's very soft, very gentle, very kind woman. And she's got this father. He's got this father. I'll let you all be the judge of me. Anyway, I'll get on with the gameplay now. But yeah, good luck with that. Because like I say, I mean, it really grinds my fucking gears. And I could go on for a long time and talk about a lot. It's probably best that I don't. So I'll leave it there. I've probably said enough already. You know, so. But good luck with that, honestly, seriously. Anyway, let's do this quest.
Sunan.
อินเดียนโจนคุณไปเจอยักษ์ในน้ำมาแล้วใช่ไหม
Tini Tinoi.
แผนที่นี้มันเก่ามากแล้วมันยากที่จะบอกเดี๋ยวนะฉันจำมันได้แล้วนี่คือจุดสูงสุดของเขาหลวงนี่มันเป็นแผนที่เก่าของสุโขทัยเมื่อหลายร้อยปีมาแล้วนี่น่าจะเป็นแม่น้ำสายหลักตอนนั้นมันตื้นกว่านี้ซึ่งทำให้ตรงนี้น่าจะเป็นที่ตั้งของวัดมหาธาตุในปัจจุบัน
What Mahatat? Of course. So what do you got?
And I'll tell you something else I love about games, guys and girls, right? You know when you go to a country, especially a country with a dialect or a language you don't understand, like whether it's German or this particular language, Cantonese, whatever it is, Cantonese, you know, whatever, Italiano, whatever it is. One thing I love about games, you can, even before you start going traveling, if you start to want to learn a language, you know, these games as well start to get you acquainted to the language and stuff like that, and your ears, you know, do you know what I mean? So I think there's so much about gaming that has such an advantage to it. The depth of stories, if there's a good story, the moral lessons in it, dealing and listening to other languages, and again, it's you know, the virtual simulation sort of experience is really good for starting you to getting you to adapt to other cultures or other ideas or ancient story. You know what I mean? There's so many ways we can learn with games, and that's actually what I love about games. You know, I love games because you can learn so much from them, you know, or start to embed and learn new stuff, you know. That's the thing I love about YouTube. There's a lot of things about YouTube I dislike, but it isn't just a social platform. You can find videos on anything. you know, woodwork or dance or line dance, you know, line dancing. When I think about going to America, I think I'd like to be able to line dance. So if I go out with anyone or, you know, you can do all sorts. I love YouTube because of that sort of reason. It ain't just, you know, a load of people talking bollocks on it. There's so much, you know, educational stuff on YouTube that makes it such a great platform. What are we doing? Let's have a look. I'm going to try to get my head in the game now because I'll be honest, you know, I really appreciate the conversations and I don't shy away from them and I love those conversations, but that's upset again. When I hear anything like that, I find it very disturbing because what it does, I think it disturbs most normal human beings, but I have all this history and memory of other people in my head from my work. And I, you know, and without going into detail, like kids that had cigarettes put out on them that were, you know, had all sorts of vile shit done to them. So again, for me, it's a bit of PTSD, if I'm honest, you know. In fact, that's what I was diagnosed with, because after like 20 odd years of it, you know. Yeah. Brilliant. That's how I learned to fix electronics, because my sister's eldest had ADHD and always needed repairs done on his handhelds. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. I know. It's great, isn't it? You know. So. Yeah, but I'm going to get my head in the game now and try to get focused and get balanced because I don't feel particularly balanced at the moment. You know? I'll be honest about that, you know. But I think that's what happens to good people, you know. If you're a good person, you know, abnormal things imbalance you, no matter how disciplined or professional you are. Or they can do if you're not careful, you know. Because it's, you know, not what we are, you know.
Yeah. Highland wants me to find out what caused them.
Okay.
I think it came from the southwest.
All right. What's the quest? Occasional gaming. Okay. Right. I'm not sure if that is her eldest kid. Yeah. Were you talking to? I get a bit confused on. She had ADHD. Yeah, her eldest kid. Where are we going? We are going. Oh, under this little. Oh, okay. Oh, we're back on this bloody island. All right. So I'm just going to scoot round. Let's find the best place to dock. Let's go around here. Let's go left. Yeah, that's the jetty there. All right. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah.
Is that the temple on top?
Yeah.
Well done, guys, sorting that out. I was thinking, what's going on? Okay. Nice to see occasional gaming. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Nice to see everyone. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, we're going here. Let's dock. Let's come out of there. J dock. All right, another adventure. I got to get my head in the game now, guys and girls, or otherwise, any puzzle will be a shit show. I'm serious, it will be. These puzzles are getting harder as we go along. Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? I was about to play the game. Stop. Oh, cheers, occasional. I tell you what, this is a great game. I really feel like Indiana Jones. I'm really. Hey, Yonder. There are, Yonder, and thanks for saying that, Yonder. You're right. Not everyone is dark in the world. Absolutely, I do agree with that. But it does up. You know, you can't ignore the fact, Yonder, or I've never been able to ignore the fact that it's there, Yonder. Again, but we've got to stay balanced. So that comment from Yonder is worth having, and I appreciate it, man, because there are many good people out and honest people out there. There is, but that's why I'm saying good people have to fight against the darkness. We do, you know, we have to stand up, we have to acknowledge it, and we have to deal with it, because if we don't, it only gets worse. But you've got to remember, there are a
Hey,
lot of
let's
good
go this
people.
way.
You know, and that's what I like about online as well. I've met a lot of good people that do make a difference. And as I said, and I'll be really honest here, guys and girls, you know, I'm still doing a bit of healing myself. And when I do, as I said, I'll regrow my hair when I feel I've exactly, yeah. But we've got to deal with those bad people as well. And we've got to protect the innocent. You know, we're guardians to our species. We are warriors, spiritual warriors. Some warriors are physical warriors that defend against evil. You know, it exists.
this way.
It has to be faced, you know. That's right. They hide their kindness. Exactly. It's a great comment. They do. And we can't do that. And we also, when we've been hurt, can't become like the enemy. We cannot become like the enemy. We cannot, you know, like I say, hurt the world just because we've been hurt and think it's justified. You know, if someone hurts you, deal with that person in the right way, whether it's through law or whatever, and move on and try to get on with your lives, guys and girls. And like I say, when my soul is fully gone over what I've been through, I will regrow my hair again, as I said, and be the hippie that I was before the war came. And I had to fight that war. I couldn't turn away from the battle that I got involved in, because to do so would have been a mistake. Sometimes you know, darkness in life is part of a man's life, and he's got to learn to balance those elements. And he's got to, you know, when the challenges, you can't turn away from stuff and pretend it doesn't exist. But again, like I say, the balancing, the yin and yang of it all is to acknowledge that there are good people. And I want to say this, this is one of the reasons I like online as well, because I had to travel the world to find people that I had more relation to than the people here in my own fucking culture. Honestly, man, you know, it's insane. But it's a truism. It's a truth. It's a truism, you know, and I've met a lot of good people online that, like I say, and a lot of them Americans. I'm going to say this. A lot of the good people I've met online, not just because they donated, but just because of the way they behave, are Southern Americans, I might add as well. Southern Americans. And I'll tell you something, the perception I had of Southern Americans when I was a boy, it wasn't a good perception I had of Southern Americans when I was a boy as an Englishman, because I only had the indoctrinated history of the Deep South and their racism and their indifference to black people and all the rest of it, either through films, through media. And then when I say a boy, like when I'm 11, 12, 13, 14, as I moved out into the world, you know, but I didn't believe all that anyway. Let me just caveat this. I didn't believe all that anyway. But that perception was still there, I was questioning. Because that's the sort of propaganda that comes. So what I'm saying is, you only really know the world by going out and living in it, right? And you only get to know people by living and experiencing them and challenging them, and them challenging you, and having real relationships with people. And so yeah, as Yonder said, it's about balance, guys and girls. But we have to defend that which is defendable, that needs defending. We can't ignore the fact that darkness is there, you know. The difference between you and the darkest people in your life are the people who influence you. I might have been. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's why we need people that care. That's why good people shouldn't hide their light. Going back to back to gaming. Sorry, my brain's. This is what happens, right? When I get very emotional, I actually get a level of dysfunction come in, because what happens is, all my experience and all that darkness it affects me. That I've seen, those people live in my mind. All those people I worked with, they live in my heart. I never forgot them. Do you know what I mean? There is a danger when you face darkness, you know. But what people are saying in the chat there is very relevant and very important. Don't hide your light. Never lose your faith. You know, like Yonder said, realise that there's good people too. And if you've been hurt, try not to let that hurt consume you, guys and girls. You know? Exactly. Darkness isn't as prevalent. It's just that I worked with it all the time, you see. I worked with it every day. So, you know, there's you know, for me, and of course, Yonder, it is absolutely, and of course, Yonder, my eye picks up on darkness everywhere because I've worked with it for so long. I tune into it and I see it and I know when it's in front of me. You see, that's the cost, though. That's the cost, though. It's like when a warrior goes to war, when a soldier goes to war, right? He comes back never the same man because there's a cost to that. It's the same thing when you work with darkness at any level. There's always a cost, but that's the sacrifice we make to try to heal the darkness and protect other people from the darkness so the light prevails. And we're all warriors at different levels, you know? Yeah, but we you know, I understand Yonder's point of view because Yonder's trying to say, Nesbit, come back over here because this exists as well. And I understand what Yonder's saying. Yonder's trying to help me get back to where I was before all this happened. I know where I need to get back to before all this happened, you know, but the point is, I also know now, I've seen what I've seen, and I feel not just obliged, but I must stay aware and protect whenever I need to protect, because that's the duty of any man. So it's a fine line that I'm walking, but I understand what's going, you know, and actually already, you know, it's this journey that I've took online. It's been part of my healing from the events that I've been through, and I know it, you know, and I know it, and that's why I say, guys and girls, I don't, you know, I'm not here. It is tired. Of course, it's tiresome, Yonder. Yeah, it is. And that's why I'm tired all the time, Yonder. That's why I suffer with PTSD and all the rest of it, because it is. But you see, that is also, the problem is, you don't always, like I say, sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, and you can only learn the hard way. And sometimes, like Frodo in Lord of the Rings, how do you get back to the threads of your old life? That's why I loved it. When I saw that with Frodo, I understood it exactly. Because when Frodo gets back to, you know, and why in the end he has to go somewhere, because he defended the Shire, right, Yonder, but then it was never the right place for him after that because he took that journey. And when Frodo says at the end, how do you get back, or how do you integrate back into your old life, you know, after seeing, you can't. You can only go forward. And Yonder, that goes back to the end of our podcast yesterday when I said this is a journey for all of us. And it is a training ground for what's to come next. And that's why you must keep faith, guys and girls, and why you must believe in yourself, and why you must never let go, like so occasional gaming said about, you know, don't shy away because you've been hurt. You know, take some time out if you need it. We all need to do that. But ultimately, don't shy away. Come back, you know? Exactly. I know, Yonder. I know. Yeah, I know. I get it, man. I know. And this is the lovely thing, guys and girls, about being online again. Because, you know, I tried to have these conversations, right, with people in my world, right, to get them to understand why I did the things I did. Yeah, why I'm the man I am, and nobody wants to fucking hear it. Nobody wants to accept the reality of their culture or what's going on around them. Most of the time, they can only go so far. You know, they can only go so far. They're in denial. They are in denial about existence, about their cultures, about their day-to-day lives. Like going back to Pad Queen and what she's saying about her, you know, her nephew and everything. People are in denial all the time. And yes, we don't want to be living in the darkness all the time, like Yonder says, this balance, but we can't fucking deny what's going on around us every fucking day. If we do, we're as culpable as those people that are doing it. We have to face reality. But you're right, it is about a balance. And not everyone's journey is to fight that evil. Some people have different journeys in life. Not everyone, you know, I just believe, you know, I always see myself as the guardian. Even when I was a kid, I was aware of this shit. I just couldn't articulate it like I can now. And I think I had a particular path that this universe or God, whatever you want to describe it, because I had this magnetic pull. I felt this pull my whole life. And I don't know if any of you sort of relate to what I'm saying, but for me, there was this pull that was leading me to certain places and I could feel the energy, and I still feel it now. That life, that energetic, destiny is not over. It's just beginning it another way. But you all know what I'm talking about because we've all experienced it by varying degrees. And like I say, my path is not your path, but it's important that we do acknowledge each other, you know, and what we're saying. And we've all got a particular path, you know. Hey, Teresa, welcome. Hey, guys, I just want to say, right, it's really funny yonder, right, Teresa? I came back in the game today and I had to resave and I had to redo the puzzle. It hadn't saved it, you know. I had to redo that puzzle. I agree with you, Yonder, from your perspective, right? I know why you see that because you're fighting your stuff and dealing with your stuff in your way. As I said, you've got courage because you're facing reality. But a lot of people don't face reality, Yonder. I've seen them, I've worked with them, I have them in my family life. I see them everywhere. And there's a lot of people that do face life. Yeah, so I take your point of view and I agree with it on one level, but there are other realities too beyond that perception. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are in denial, from my perspective. Yeah, but I do hear you. There's a lot of people out there, but they're fighting their battles in their way and they're dealing with their life in their way. But there are a lot of people that are in denial, from my point of view. But yeah, guys and girls, it's a great conversation. It's a deep one. And again, I'm actually very emotional because, again, it started with Pad Queen sharing about her nephew. Because, again, I don't know, mate. I've met a lot in my time. In my 57 years, I've met a lot. I have met a lot. Honestly, from my point of view, it's always, you know, and I've traveled a lot and I've had a lot of experience with a lot of different groups, a lot of different people. And yeah, I've met a lot of courageous people and I've met a lot of people that everything in between and to the other side of the spectrum as well. And none more so, may I say, than within the services themselves, because they follow structure and they won't challenge anything that's above them. So they're in denial of, and they allow, you know, stuff to go on all the time that they shouldn't, that they should actually challenge as part of their job, but they don't because they don't have the courage to do it, or they don't have the resources, or they think they shouldn't, or they think they're a serf and they should know their place. And that's a problem in itself. So there are a lot of people that avoid, in my experience, and I've seen it again and again, and they let bad things happen. Now, moral people shouldn't do, if we're talking about moral people don't let bad things happen. If they witness it, they should at least stand up and try to do something by degrees, but a lot don't. They let it happen. That's how we ended up with 2 wars, guys and girls. Good people doing bad fucking things. And not just those 2 wars, you know? Yes, it does, Yonder, because they turn a blind eye. Yes, it does. In my experience of my professional life, yes, it does. Absolutely. Because they will blindly follow orders that are contrary to moral action and moral judgment. They will ignore their moral judgment because they feel they have to know their place, because that overrides their moral judgment. That's why I bang on about culture and brainwashing and programming. And if you've been out, honestly, they do it. 50, you know, all my professional years. That's why I talk about programming so much, Yonder. That's why I bang on about fucking programming, because it's so powerful. It overrides the innate and natural responses of who we are. And I've experienced it again. And that's why I fought in 2012. I finished in 2008 to 2012. It did my fuck. I had enough. I couldn't take it no more. People will give up their morality for fucking programming. Yeah, I follow structure too, Yonder, but only to a point, and I know you do, only to a point. Go into some of these structures like social services and all the rest of it yonder, and experience that and see what happens. Another professional, yeah, if they don't follow, if they don't, you see yonder, you're sort of self-employed, right, for the big part. You're a doorman, but you're not in their system. And in their system, if you don't do as you're told, you pay. And you just don't pay with your job or your income. There's lots of other ways they can make you pay. I follow structure too, but yonder, you're at a particular level where you have a level of self-autonomy and control. You're not within in the embedded structure that's so pervasive. It takes away. The higher you go up in life, guys and girls, the worse it gets. Yeah? Your level of structure yonder isn't that rigid. Go and explore other areas of life, and it's completely fucking different. And that's why when I talk to you yonder, I know that you're just, like I say, a normal guy, right? You're just a normal bloke living his life. But I'm telling you, a lot of people's lives aren't like yours. Nowhere near. You have more autonomy because you're not in a hierarchy of power, right? So you don't then. You're not subjected to some of the shit that I've seen other people go through. Because the higher you go up and more position you get, the more controlling the structure is, the more devastating it is to your soul. And so you've got to have a layer of, but you know, what's this pad queen? My dad would rather drink 5 pints of beer than admit there's a problem. Yeah. You know, to me, these people, I've seen them do it. They will go into denial. They will not deal with things. They will avoid things when they're actually in positions of responsibility. So, like I say, the level of denial that goes on, and that's why so many bad things go on, because people don't face up to what they're doing, you know, to what's going on around them. But I can't quite understand. Can you give me an example? Because our level of freedom yonder is not in our minds and in our souls and our moral choices. Some people, because of the structure they're in, don't feel they have it. We're at a completely different layer of structure compared to some others. So the level of freedom that me and you have, we haven't sold ourselves to that hierarchy of power. It's completely different. It's nowhere near the same. But yeah, it does make me question why some people break out of it. Oh, they do break out of it, exactly. People do break out of it. You hear, you know, if you know, I had this guy, right, that was with my sister, give a quick sample, right? And he was an administrator of a hospital. And he came from a very powerful family. And I mean, from what I understand, he was very rich and entitled and all the rest of it. And he gave up all that to go and be a hippie. And I don't think he ever went back to it. He walked away from that life because for him, his evolution or his path took him the other way, to walk away from all that structure, because for him, it was just destructive. And these are his words now, because when my mum was ill, he was in hospital. And I met him once, and this is getting into the complicated stuff. He had a perception of me from family. And when he met me, he said, "You're nothing like I expected you to be." And we just got talking, and he talked about where he'd come from and where he was going. And, you know, and I can sort of tell from the bloke I talked to that he, you know, he was on the other side of the journey, and he walked away from all of that. He was disowned by his father and other stuff as well, you know. Yeah, he was learning about reality and the damage that it done to him, to his family and all the rest of it. So he went the other way. He let go of that structure because he saw how destructive it was and all the experiences that he had. And he ended up, I think, sort of busking around the world with his guitar, traveling around the world with his guitar. So, you know, again, I guess it's all relative to experience, isn't it? How we see the world. But again, like I say, from my point of view and what I've seen from the small town that has power embedded into it, and has the elite. I grew up in a town where the elite live, right? And I mean this, and we have 2 private schools, and the elite of every country, Arabian princesses, American entrepreneurs, American families came to these 2 boys and girls school in my town, were educated. They sent their children there to be educated, right? From 5 up to about, 18 or whatever. Then they go back to Harvard and all the rest of it, or wherever it is they go when they've done their bits. But I grew up serving those people in the town, in the pubs and stuff like that. My mum cleaned their houses, or worked in the schools, cooked their meals, right? So we had the elite from around the world come into our education, their families, their children, and they would stay. And some children, right? I remember when my mum was working, cooking their meals in one of the canteens, because it's a big school, right? Private school, elite school. My mum would cook their meals, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm with you. All right, Yonder. Yeah. So, and we would have children in the summer. Their parents would never come back for them. So they would stay, right, in the school during the summer. And my mum would be cooking the meal for the few children that were left. And when I was like sort of 6 or 7, I would be in the canteen with her because it's summer holidays. And she had to take me with her to her work. And I would see these kids, and they... Absolutely. No, it's not about damning the world into darkness. It's about acknowledging it's there and making sure it doesn't strip away the light and suck up the light. It's about defending the light and acknowledging that it exists, because a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that this darkness exists. They want to run from it, hide from it. They want to avoid it. Again, that's my experience. You know, again, I acknowledge your reality that there's all this light and beauty, but what I'm saying is we have to defend it, because there's a lot out there. And we have to understand centrally that our rulers are looking to destroy the light of our existence. And that's the problem. And that's what I'm getting to with this conversation. Because I know how these people operate. And not all rich people are dark, but there's a central core that run this world that are very dark in the way that they treat us and see us. That's why they do the things that they do to us. And I could cite a lot of experimentation in this country, right across the world, that governments do to their populations because they think they have the right to do that to us, you know? And so, yes, absolutely, I see your point of view. But again, absolutely, I see your point of view. But we have to acknowledge the other side too. It's about a balance, the yin and yang balance, right? Absolutely. But I'll just go back to my mum, right? And I saw these kids, right, that didn't go home because their parents were on holiday, wherever, and they didn't pick up these kids in the summer holidays or whatever, because they do things completely different than the rich. I'll tell you, they have a completely different mindset, to a lot of them, to their children, the way they do things. And these kids would be crying, eating over their meal, especially when they first came. By the time they got to their 17, 18s, they were so detached, a lot of them, from any kind of emotional content, that when I was in the pub later on and I saw how these kids were, right, as older people, some of them were absolutely wonderful. Don't get me wrong, they're not all bad. But some of the attitudes they had at 18, 19, when they were coming into the pubs, I'll tell you, the way they'd been, I could witness how the programming of education changed those children. So like I say, I have some very unique experiences, guys and girls, that a lot of people don't have. Not just in terms of where I grew up, who I grew up around, and saw how that world affected not just the local community, but their own power group. It was fascinating. I'm also very much aware of the darker or more esoteric aspects of masonry and other stuff as well. So I had a unique upbringing that a lot of people don't get to experience for lots of different reasons. And then I had all my work that I went into and everything else. And I know how the power of structure works, not just through learning through reading or through experiencing as throughout my professional life, but also, you know, as a child as well. It was ingrained all around me. And it's oh shit, oh Christ, I didn't realize. It's very, very interesting. But I am going to finish on this for the balance. Yonder, I hear you, man. Okay, I don't necessarily. Oh shit! Yeah, still continue playing. Okay, this is where we will differ in viewpoints, Yonder, because I'm going to say this. There's a lot of wisdom that I agree with, right? There's a lot of wisdom that we share that I agree with, but there's a lot of, I think, a lot of our religion and a lot of our wisdom has been infiltrated as well by darkness, and I think, like. You can take silence as golden in a positive way. You can also use it in the negative as well, because it can shut people down. So what I'm saying is now, right, there's a lot about the Bible, I think, that's been infiltrated in terms of the wisdom structure that it holds, right? I think there's been a lot of infiltration. And I am not prepared to, I'm not saying I'm right on this. It's just a thought, right? When we read any doctrine or we read any bit of knowledge or we have any bit of knowledge, we have to question it and test it, not just repeat it. Now, I want to ask, Yonder, have you tested that knowledge that you talk sometimes? Have you actually gone out and tested it within the world, within the structures around you, or do you just blindly believe within a wisdom that you read or resonate with you? Because what I'm trying to say here, guys and girls, without wanting to upset anyone, is that I believe a lot of our wisdom has been infiltrated. For example, I do agree that the light shines, but it doesn't just disperse it. It doesn't. It doesn't just the light. It will with other people. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a definition of what I mean here then, Yonder, with that comment, right? If, Yonder, you're a man of light, right? If you shine your light, like you did on me, right? I'm going to give you a very personal experience now every day, right? When Yonder shines his light on me, right? When he came into my world, I felt the goodness of Yonder, right? Now, if you're another good person, that theory works. If Yonder's shining his light onto another person, yeah, that theory, that bit of wisdom works. But you try shining your light on a dark person, on a satanic person, and you don't know what they are, and they will absorb your light. You have to understand the person. So that light, that comment of wisdom that you're saying, Yonder, is absolutely applicable with other beings of light. But that comment doesn't work with darkness. Darkness will absorb your light, like with Sauron and Gandalf, and it will crush you if you don't understand it. That's why people suffer, right? When they have good people, like Teresa said she had a relationship with a narcissist. It destroys light if light doesn't have wisdom. So again, that comment, Yonder, I absolutely agree with. When you're talking about another being of light, if they're feeling low, your light shining on them raises them up, 100%. But you try pouring light into a dark void and it will crush you. You have to put that comment and that wisdom in context. It's got to be in context. And that's where a lot of people, I think, make mistakes, because they lack experience of real darkness and what darkness really is. Yes, he did, but Yonder, we're not Gandalf. We're not the wizard yet, Yonder. And you only get to be the wizard by taking the journey. Gandalf didn't defeat Sauron until he went through, I strayed out of thought and time and reason. That, Yonder, to become as powerful as Gandalf, you have to learn all this other crap in between. You can't just be it. It isn't like Jesus said, you can be like me if you take the journey, right? You have to earn that, Yonder. And that's what we were talking about the pod. This is the journey you're on, to become like Gandalf and me and others. But you don't get there, I don't think, without all the stuff in between. That's how we get to be like Gandalf, by acknowledging and understanding all of this, accepting all of it. Because if you don't accept all the components, you're then in denial. If you're in denial, you can't touch source. Just a thought. Just a thought. You can't get to be Gandalf if you haven't taken the journey of learning that's required. That's what I think. Because I would say I was like you, Yonder, earlier on in my life. I see you very clearly and I respect you. But when I want to be careful here, I realized I was off track back then. That's how I feel now. And again, I want to be very careful here because I respect everyone's journey and where they are right now. And I hear Yonder because that's why I re-looked at those quotes and those questions and why I will speak plainly, but I do want to be careful because you're a friend and I care and I don't want to, I want to be careful. I'm very emotional at the moment as well, Yonder. And I'm feeling very excitable and this is a good conversation, but I know they're the Bible, but like I said, I think the Bible's been played with too much, Yonder, and that's the problem I have. That's why I keep saying, and the reason I say that, Yonder, is going back to I think it's been played with and manipulated in its wisdom too much, and like I said to you, you know. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm reading that. Yeah, they're your quotes. Yeah. But whether it's your quote or the Bible, whatever, mate, I'm still thinking, I'm listening to you, and what's coming out of me is this. I hear what you're saying, right? And the simplest way of putting it, right, I've been there where you are, yeah? Thinking the way you've thought. That's what I'm trying to say. Put it simply. I have been where you are in relation to what I think you're transmitting right now. I've been there, yeah? And what I'm saying is I had to go back because as I went along, it wasn't working for me. Yeah, so, yeah, sorry, I misread. They're your quotes, not the, but I've got it. But regardless, the overall feeling of this conversation, that's what I'm saying, yeah? What I'm saying is, I have been there and I had to rethink things because it wasn't working. It didn't equate to, yeah? It's like the Matrix, the balancing of equation, yeah? Exactly. If the Bible was written by human hands, it was infallible in the first place. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But again, what I want to say here as well, I'm going to say something else now, which is going to sound totally contradictory, right? But there's an old saying as well. Sometimes the way back is the way forward. And that's why I want to say this, guys and girls, all right? I want to say this. I want to make this very clear. I never think I'm right with anything. All I'm doing, right, is sharing my experience and where I am right now. And I know, you know, other people have different realities. They have different points of view and everything else. So I want to say that because, you know, like I say, these are very honest conversations and I like them, but they can also be very dangerous because, you know, it only takes, you know what I mean, it can go just like that. But no, man, I hear you, mate. And yeah, you know, I'll tell you what, I'm going to step to the side, not to the side, I'm going to go just slightly in a different direction because something happened to me yesterday, Yonder, right? After the pod, as I said in the pod yesterday, guys and girls, right, I realised something. I realised that all that I'm doing right now is part of my healing and part of getting forward to where I want to go. And I realised the interaction I was having with people, yet it's not that I don't know this, I haven't thought this before, but I just felt it at the spiritual level yesterday, right, Yonder. After I finished our pod yesterday, I felt tired, but I felt really positive as well. And I had a thought yesterday. I just saw, it's like, you know, when you're in your head and you see the jigsaw puzzle, but it's really clear. You've got this jigsaw puzzle of life. But yesterday, after I finished the pod, I was sat having a cup of tea on the bench, and I saw Yonder. Exactly, you need patience. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. I saw Yonder, I saw Trick, and I saw me, and I saw Yonder's future and his hopes. And I saw, what I'm saying is the picture was so clear in where I'd come from, what was happening to me right now, what was happening to me. Because I'm telling you now, Yonder, right? Within this conversation that's going on, there's healing. And that's why I don't want to spoil it. That's why I want to be so careful. And do you know what, something else, Yonder, that's different from now to the past, and I'm going to be really honest now, guys and girls, I'm going to be really honest about something. I was so angry and I was so hurt, right, some years ago, that I could have never have felt what I feel about the people in my life right now. And I'm being really honest about that. I was so fucking pissed off with the world. And I dealt with so much. I mean, I understand why, but it doesn't change anything. You know, and it is such a dangerous road, life at times, you know. It can be such a dangerous road. And I realised that I'm not so far from growing my hair again as I thought I was yonder. And that's what I want to say about yesterday and also about today. And that's why I appreciate today as well, because I am feeling very emotional, because I am feeling like I am living within more of my light again. The darkness that wanted to take me didn't win. And I climbed back up the ladder. And that's being very, very honest, you know, because I've had a tough fucking journey and I've really struggled. And even the early stages yonder of our conversations, you know, was important to that. Because like when you said you used to have fights and you'd only trust people if you had a fight with them. Well, I'm sort of the same. And I had it with Jack. And I've got to say this, like I say, some American people, Jack and Sword, you know, compared to you and me yonder, they had a hell of a time with me. Because they were supporting me when I was really in a bad place, a real bad place. And I was mistrustful and I was angry and I was sore and I was lashing out. And I wasn't that bad because I was still controlled, because I'm still this bloke that tries to do the right thing all the time. You know, but I was in a real bad place and they stood by me. And, you know, Jack doesn't like it because I always big him up and he doesn't want to hear that. But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, you know. You know, when you know, from my perspective, you know, being in the place that I've been in and those people stood by me, it means a lot. And it'll always mean a lot. And I know he doesn't like it because he feels embarrassed by it. But that's just tough. You know, I like, you know, now and again, you have to acknowledge these things, you know. And like I say, I like to be honest. Yonder's being honest with me about stuff. He's talking about himself, you know, and I think that's what honest, decent people do. They don't, you know, hide from stuff, you know. Exactly. If we share our own, yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. And I learned that with people I work with. You've got to meet people, you know, in the same place and not be fucking superior or think you're better than someone or that sort of shit, you know, because we're all human and experiencing this shit. But what I'm trying to say is yonder, and one of the reasons I rethought all this stuff yonder, and I'm constantly rethinking stuff yonder, is because, like I say, I was, you know, when I see your reflection, I still agree with so much of what you say. There's just a few tweaks that I made because I was you not so long. That reflection that I see in you from what I understand of you now, and I want to caveat, I'm still learning about you. So I still might be seeing you clearly or fully because we're still very early on in our relationship. Let's be honest. We've only just met, really. It's only been a year. So you know. Yeah, I know. I absolutely, I understand where you're coming from, man. I understand where you're coming from, you know. So what I'm always doing is rebalancing my thoughts in my head all the time. And I guess without banging on, I'm going to finish off and say yesterday, right, was a real good day on the pod. And it's funny that we have this conversation today because, you know, I do want to say, I do realize that what's happening right now is making me feel better. To put it simply, you know, and I think I credit you guys with that and myself for letting you in, because we've got to let people in to heal. Like Yonder said, it's about the light. And like I say, because Yonder's a good guy, and I'm fundamentally trying to be a good guy. It's trustworthy. I know I can trust this guy and let him in because I know he's coming. Like say Gandalf, you know, and again. Yonder aspires to the wizard mentality. So do I, absolutely, you know. And I love Gandalf because he is the reflection of the journey that we take, you know. And it looks like we probably do, Pad Queen. I think you're probably right, because there's a lot going on. Yonder was saying about how he was sleeping. And I won't go into details, but in a private message, I sort of said to him, it's not about the outer world, it's about the inner world, I think, you know? I'm not saying, no, that's not what I'm saying, Yonder. I know you've been on a journey of wisdom. Of course you have, or you wouldn't be where you are. All I'm saying is that, of course you've been on a journey. That's not what I'm saying. Let me just read this. I'm also very curious for you to assume I haven't been through it. Of course I haven't. Of course you've been on a journey of wisdom, because if you haven't, you wouldn't be where you are and we wouldn't be having this conversation. But what I'm saying is, if you're on a journey, I'm on a journey. What I'm saying is, I see your journey because I've already been there earlier on. And like you were trying to say to me the other day about your fame that might be coming, I don't say that in an arrogant way. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just saying I think I see you quite well, and I might be wrong. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How do you know? And that's why I'm holding my hands up and saying I might be. That's exactly which I said earlier. I might be wrong. As I said, we're very. Is there some lag on this stream? Is there some lag? There might be some lag on the stream. Just hold on a minute. Because what I'm saying is, as I said a minute ago, you know, we're only just learning. I've only just known you for a year, Yonder. Yeah. So, like I say, I might be wrong. You know. Of course it's obvious. I know, that's funny. Yonder, it's more obvious you've been on a journey than a carrot in a pot of cucumbers. Of course you've been on, I know you've been on a journey, Yonder, and like I say, I might be wrong. All I'm trying to say is, in terms of this conversation we're having, I understand what you're trying to say about your, you know, your point of view of wisdom of where you've come from, right? And because I felt and thought those same things, but then because of my particular experiences in my universe, Yonder, I've had to question and readapt the thinking because it wasn't balancing out in the equations in my mind. Now my experience is obviously different from yours. So there's no right or wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying, from what you're saying and where you're coming from, there's just little pointers that I think a bit differently about. Not much, just differently. Me and you are very similar, man. So you know, one, let me just caveat this. I'm not saying you don't have wisdom. Of course you fucking do. I wouldn't be speaking to you for one, probably. We wouldn't be talking to each other. We would have fallen out by now. You know, so it's obvious you got wisdom, you know, and it's obvious, it's very close to how I think, because that's why we get on so well and we understand each other so well. I'm just saying there's small little differences in certain areas. There isn't much difference at all. And as I said, I'm only just starting to know you. It's only been a year. And that is a small time in human relationships. So don't, you know, don't think I'm having, you know, like you know, I don't see you in a valuable way. I do. And again, without those reflections, I can't refine how I think or grow myself. So these reflections are important for brave people that can take them. Yeah? So yeah, man, please don't think, you know, because me and you are so similar in many different ways. Like with your, I know that aggression that's underneath as well, and the other parts of you as well. You know, there's multiple layers to you, Yonder, and I'm aware of them. You know, and the differences between us aren't that great. They're really not. It's just that, you know, it's just the way that I challenge the world is, I guess, is a bit different from how you want to challenge the world. Or approach darkness. That's the only thing we're defining here. Everything else is pretty much the same. Me and you, the way how our morality is important to us, how we go about our day-to-day lives, how we treat people, how we want to be perceived, how we want to succeed. You know, me and you have 99.9% shit in common compared to those small, tiny little things in the way that how we want to approach or see the darkness. So to me, it's a tiny little thing, but I'm very aware of, if we're not careful, that tiny little thing is because it's happened in, you know, we all know how how difficult sometimes relationships. We have to be so careful with each other. That's why I've realised. Like I say, let me say something as well, guys and girls, to Yonder as well. Do you know what, Yonder? If you think I don't respect you, I do, because I don't say stuff anymore or I'm very careful about how I say things out of respect for you and Trick and Cozy, because I actually like you guys and girls, that my care that's developing in me for you lot is more important than some of my opinions and some of how I feel about the world. And I haven't felt that for a long time about individuals, except for those closest to me here. I just spoke my truth, and if people couldn't cope with it, I didn't really think too much about it. Sorry, what's that? I can't see that. Wait for that to come up here. So what I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to say about yesterday about the pod. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, of course, I know. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, completely. Yeah, because obviously, but again, you see, that's the weakness of the light, Yonder. You see, now let's talk about the weakness of the light, because caring about people sometimes and being so loving this again comes back to this fucking balance. Exactly, man. Yeah, it's about balance. Because again, when you've gone through so much pain, when you actually make connections again that are good, you want to look after those. But I'm aware of that, Yonder. I appreciate that. I'm aware of that. You see, so there's all this stuff that goes on. And I'll tell you something, actually. We're seeing this right now, Yonder, actually, with some others in our group. This very process that I'm talking about right here with me, yeah, I'm seeing with other people in our group. And I know, right, I'm going to be really honest. I know Yonder's a smart cookie, Yonder's a smart cookie, and Yonder admitted yesterday he's narcissistic, and Yonder looks after his own well-being and his own interests very well. Yonder's a clever man. I know what Yonder is. I see Yonder at many layers and many levels, and all of them are well-balanced, pretty well-balanced. But I understand what you're saying, man. But like I say, I'm at a stage now where, like I say, there is a lot of healing going on. And I have to be careful as well, because like Yonder says, like I say, the truth is, this journey that we're on can take us anywhere. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Yonder, okay, let me give you an example, Yonder, yeah? Yonder, right, let me give you an example of that when the light can be weakness. When the light tolerates stuff so much that it allows the intolerable to start to destroy its well-being and its health, along with the people around it. It can do that, Yonder. I've seen it do it within my family life, within my work, within people that love too much. There has to be that balance, Yonder, like when you raise a child. When you raise a child, anyone that's been a parent knows that sometimes you want to love your child and always be, the carrot stick type thing, yeah? I'll tell you what, Yonder, maybe I'm not interpreting what you're saying. Maybe there's an interpretation thing here going on. Because, like I say, it's not that sometimes people can be too loving, they spoil the child, yeah? And that doesn't help. You know that in your life. Remember what you said about you were spoiled as a child? That's over-loving someone. That's not healthy, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's an example of what I'm talking about, when love becomes imbalanced, because love can be imbalanced, the light can be imbalanced. It can turn, starts off as the light, it turns into imbalance, and it ends up spoiling something. Like you said about your life, yeah, your grandparents spoilt you, I think you said, and other people resented that. That is love in action, but losing balance, yeah? So there's the example of that. That's what I'm on about. So I suppose we have to define what darkness is more refined, isn't it? Because, maybe we're lumping everything under the banner of dark, and maybe, because, yeah, if you're talking, maybe there's something going on here that I'm missing, maybe it needs refining. Yeah? Because like I say, I mean, yeah, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's what's going on. I mean, that's very black and white. That's very black and white, man. Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's very black and white. No, Pad Queen, this is not what I'm saying. This is not what I'm saying. Yonder's not spoilt, but he was talking about his life in the past. Just so you know, I'm not saying that. I just want to make that very clear, everyone. I'm not saying that about Yonder. Yonder was sharing something about his life the other day, and I just want to sort of bring that up as an example because I know it's something he relates to. I'm trying to, define very, but what I'm saying is love and light does have weakness. It does. It's a double-edged sword, you know. I'm sorry, man. I don't agree with that. I don't agree because I have seen love. I have seen love create a lot of damage because it's lost its way, and I think you do get to the stage. I do agree. You get to the stage where you learn to harmonize it. But Yonder, don't forget, we're not talking about you and me, right? We were talking about the world and how the world is generally. I'm not talking about you in terms of how you perceive the world or how you live or whatever. We were talking about the way the world is, how most people are, not about how you are, because that's initially where all this. Let's go back to the original conversation, right? Yeah, you're talking. Okay, you're talking about you, but originally in this conversation, we were talking about this world and how this world generally is. It then evolved into how me and Yonder saw the world as people. But I'm going to go back now and round off because I can hardly talk. My throat's gone really fucking dry. So, and then we got on to other individuals in relation to light and darkness. But like for me, right, I don't allow my dark or any darkness to absorb me or for me to be an evil person or do evil to others. That's part of the wizard's journey. I absolutely agree with that. And I know you've got there in terms of controlling who you are, right? That's what we're talking about. I've got there too. So that's absolutely, I agree, right? Because that's why we're friends, why we talk and why we get on. We understand one another, right? And we agree about the moral thing and everything else. So I agree with that, right? Exactly. Yes, and I agree with that too. There's more good in the world. Well, what was it in the Bible? Light and dark in equal measure. Doesn't the old saying go something like that? I think it's light and dark in equal measure. But all I'm saying is I think that the light does need defending from the darkness because otherwise it will overrun us. And when I say that, I'll give you an example of what I mean when light needs defending from the darkness. What did I do for the best part of my professional life? I worked with kids that had felt the darkness and I provided an environment where they could come back to their light, right? Now, let me give you an example here. I know you acknowledge the light, but Yonder, I worked with kids that have been severely abused, right? And if they hadn't had someone or a place where they could start trusting again and rebuild their lives, they would have turned to the darkness because that's what sadists do. They want to turn people to the darkness. And that's why they target children all the time, because by targeting children that are vulnerable, those seeds of darkness grow in those children and they become a reflection of the abuser. That is fact. If you work within my work, one thing you learn, people that are abused generally do there's other variations, but they become like the abuser or they become a victim, and there's other variations. They get over it, they become stronger, and there's other variations too. So this is what darkness does. Darkness infects the world if it can, Yonder. And some souls, when they're that vulnerable, become a reflection of darkness because they were touched when they were young. Hey, that's it's part of my life, Pad Queen. This is what I did for a living. I worked with people that have been hurt. So this is why I say, Yonder, as well, light doesn't always conquer all if it doesn't stand up and protect that's what's been wounded. Like the people I work with, right, Yonder, to sum it up, they took years and years of healing. And some of them... Oh, fucking phone. Shit, hold on. That might be me. And some never healed. Some of them become right evil people. And they didn't start out that way. So this is what I'm saying about defending. If you're an adult, yes. If you're like Yonder, your light would defeat darkness. But not everyone's Yonder. Not everyone's me. Some people start out in a far darker place. And those people that were abused by Satanists, by evil people, because that's what they enjoy doing, breaking the light and making it dark. That's what they do. And I work with that my whole life. So do you understand why I say what I do? I have seen the light be corrupted again and again by darkness. The light doesn't always win. That's not a reality. Not from my perspective, because I saw it, yeah? But yonder, it is so prevalent. It goes on around the world. You've only got to look at the facts and figures yonder. It goes on. It goes on all the time. But anyway, I got to have a break, guys. I'm knackered. It's been an interesting conversation. Now I'm going to get back to some, because like I say, we come from different perspectives. And I want to say this. I appreciate where yonder is coming from. And I want to go back to what's his name? What was the guy's name? When he said people shy away from the light. Yeah, don't shy away from who you are, guys and girls. Be brave, stand in your light, and look after those people around you, yeah? Don't turn to darkness, because a lot of people do. They do, man. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I think, like you say, to put it in the balance, light, that's why we got yin and yang, right? I think we have light and dark in equal measure, because I think that's the universe that we inhabit. Because that's how we, I think that's how we learn. Yeah, I think the darkness is there, even though I don't like it. I hate it, right? But I think it's, why does God put it there? If we want to talk about, why does God, because it teaches us what's valuable. If we didn't have that comparison, we wouldn't know what value is. I guess, right? I guess. But what I'm saying is I appreciate yonder and Pad Queen and the conversation we've had today, because it's food for thought for all of us, right? And we never know what tomorrow's going to bring. But I want to say this, Pad Queen, I don't mind this conversation, because my whole life is revolved, from my family. Yeah, I know. I saw yonder. I'm going to go on about that in a minute, man. If we had a raid, did you raid me, yonder? Did someone raid me? Because I don't know if anyone's raided me, but I'm just going to do an ad quickly, all right? To keep that rhythm going, yonder. But I just don't believe. No, it's no raid. It's unbelievable, man. I can't believe it. And yonder, do you know I started straight away, yonder, and I come in a little bit late, so thank you, man. But yeah, guys. But Pad Queen, this is why I don't mind. This is why I don't mind these conversations, because this is really what I'm about. I want to stop here, and I'm going to finish off by saying, yonder, do you know what, yonder? I'm going to say this now, because this is something I recognised yesterday. I do need more light, because I've had too much darkness in my life, guys and girls. And I'm going to tell you something now, which is very personal. I've got all the memories of these souls in me, and they never left me, right? And I'm going to say something that I only said, to people that are really close to me. And it affects me a lot, because I never forgot these people. I think if you're human, you don't, And their stories and their pains live in me. And they're not even mine, and they fuck me up, So I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry. I really empathise with those people. And that's why, Pad Queen, when you said what you said, you when people talk about this stuff, it triggers my memories, my experiences, my own personal life, everything. And it makes me very emotional, and it makes me very, you can. Yeah, exactly. That's why I do what I try to do. Exactly. You can only do what and you can't carry the burdens of the world. But unfortunately, I have memory, and I remember all this shit, but one thing I realized yesterday, yonder, and just something again, we I need, what I'm trying to say, yonder, here is yesterday. Do you know what happened yesterday? I think I'm going to be really honest, guys and girls. I'm a very defensive man, like Trick will be, like yonder can be, like we all can be. And I think sometimes I forget to truly let the world in. And I'm going to say this now. And I think what happened yesterday, I let the world in. And it takes me a while to let people in, And again, like yonder says, you still have to be careful and balanced and all the rest of it. But I think if you, like I knew with nature and everything else that I've always done, like with my work, right? If I hadn't have let those people into me, I couldn't have left the door open for them to heal. If we're not genuine, if we're not real with someone, we don't really offer anything of value. you know, and I think we have to be real with people, and when people are real with you, that gives us all permission, right? Oh, okay, Michelle's just okay. Oh, thank you, Pad Queen. Thank you. And I think you have to be real with people to really heal, to really move forward. Like I asked those people to be with me that I work with, right? And they trusted me, and sooner or later I had to trust someone, and I had to start opening up the door to let life back in. And I think that's what's happening. And maybe, like I say, the light, you know, and I think maybe that regrowing of my hair may not be so far away as I thought it was. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, and it is a washing away of the darkness, and I don't think I'm ever going to forget. But like Frodo, I needed time to heal, and I do need time to heal, and I probably still got a lot of work to do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and yeah, I know what you're saying, man. No, I know. As I said, we're not so far apart, honestly. You know, and that's the, you know, and I know the sort of processes of healing and stuff. But like I say, I mean, boy, it doesn't take me much to get thrown back into the mire because of all that I experienced, you know. But I won't run from that either. And like Pad Queen, I love talking to people about life and being real with people, because like I say, it's a lonely fucking world when people can't talk about what's in their hearts and what's going on for them. And if I'm, you know, and if I talk about bravery and courage all the time, and I talk about being a man, or cry, we talk about it, cry, you know, if I'm doing that, you know, you've got to be open to the world and receptive. You can't just be a fucking hypocrite, you know. And also as well, I know deep down, all these years I've been looking for healing. And like I say, it started with Jack, and it started with Sword, actually, and then Jack, and it's gone on with Yonder and all these other people that I've met. Because to me, I see my whole existence as a fluidic expression of my life. And I always, you know, anyone that I meet, I want to treat them like a real human being. You know, I want to be real in my life. I don't like all these boundaries that are in the way all the time. But of course, you've got to take time with life and develop relationships and stuff, you know. Yeah, I guess that's the way of looking at it, you know. But yeah, but to me, it wasn't loneliness that I felt so much, Pad Queen. I guess that's what we say. It wasn't low because I wanted to find connections. It's just that I couldn't find connections that wanted to take the journey with me. Not because I just don't want to talk about what I'm going through. I want to challenge this existence that causes us so much shit all the time, you know. And maybe that's something I shouldn't be trying to do. But you know, I want to get a message out, you know. I do want to get a message out, and I want to be a place where people can come and talk. And like I said, I don't ever want, like Yonder pointed out yesterday, right? Yonder, I really like. Well, you know what you said, Yonder? Yes, you know, Yonder yesterday. You said about not being arrogant or seeming arrogant. That's being like, yeah. You know, I totally understood what you were saying. You know, you're not being that, and I hope you do get your fame, man, 100%, and you get what you're seeking to acquire. You know, I hope you get that, because like I say, we're all always worried that people are going to take us in the wrong way, and I guess that's just part of being human. But I think we all know an arrogant shit or a narcissistic shit when we see it. Do you know what I mean? To someone that's just trying to explain something, you know? No, you didn't. No, I don't think you did, man. I thought that's what I like. You're being really honest, and I like that because again, that's how you see that. That's what I want. I don't want people hiding their light in a shadow. I think people should speak freely. Because I'll tell you why, Yonder. I know exactly why. Because I thought this yesterday as well. Right? Well, after our talk yesterday, when you free yourself and stand in your light and be who you are without fear, right? Whenever any of us do that, we allow others to be the same. Honestly, we free people up as we free ourselves up. And that's something that developed in the pod yesterday that I really liked, that I was trying to explain, but I couldn't quite get hold of it. Today it's tangible. I see it because I had all those thought processes afterwards. And it's funny that we have this conversation now because it's furthering it on. I think we should speak freely, and there might be times where we might all take each other in the wrong way, but we'll work through it if we do, you know. But, you know, we might be sensitive one day, or something might not go as we meant it to, because that's the risk when we talk freely. But I still say talk fucking freely, and we'll work it out if shit goes a bit Pete Tong and we misunderstand. It's okay. Talk fucking. I think that's exactly, you know, because we all talk carefully anyway. Sometimes we're just not hearing each other right, or we might misinterpret, but we're all pretty careful. I think you should speak freely. That's exactly what I want, honestly, you know, because I think that's the road to being the you know, the wizard complete, like Jesus did. He spoke freely. He shared his heart. He shared his power, and he developed an aura that everyone wanted to be around. And that's the magic of freedom, man. That is the lesson. That's the wizard's way. Yeah, you free yourself up so your aura is this powerful light that penetrates everything, and that's why I get you with the light thing, you know. But there's that other side, and all that. I won't go back there. But you know what I'm saying? That is the power of the light. That's why Jesus, in the story, he had a powerful aura that reached not just, you know, like 10 feet. That reached like, you know, 50, 60, 100, you know, yards. And his energy was so powerful that it sucked and brought people in. The light brought all these people in, and they listened to him because he was a beacon of light. His energy, because he was free. He spoke his truths. He spoke about love. He spoke about, but he spoke it, and he never judged anyone. He was open-hearted. And he just defended that which was that needed defending by speaking his truth. And that's the wizard's way. And that's why I say you speak freely, because that's what the whole point of free speech is. Part of your constitution yonder. Free. Be free. Exactly, man. Sorry, I've really gone on one there. But that's the truth of the magic. That's why they're always trying to fucking shut us down and stop our free fucking speech. So we don't feel ourselves, so we don't express the light. You can never speak too freely. It's about speaking responsibly, yeah? That's the only caveat I have. Speak responsibly, but speak freely. And you like yesterday was an example of that. You were sharing your heart, this success that you wanted. You want to be famous, but you weren't being arrogant about it. You were just saying it's something that's in your heart. There's nothing wrong with that. That's speaking about your being. That's being free. Let me just read this. Sorry, it's coming. I know myself. I know when I speak too free. Yeah, because a lot of what I'm saying, I'm speaking. Yeah, see, when I talk a lot of the times, guys and girls, I'm talking to the world. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, because I remember you saying, and Trick, I talked to Trick. I said, do you think you're, yeah, about a few months back, generally when I talk, guys and girls, I'm talking to the world. And I'm not actually thinking about someone individually. There are some times when I think about people individually. Yeah, I'm talking to the world, like, you know, because I go, yeah. And that's something where I've, you know, being awareness again, you know, awareness again. But yeah, Yonder, I'll say this again, man. Talk freely, man. Always talk freely, because that's when the best of us comes out, you know. And I guess I'll tell you something. I think as well, we're all human beings generally, because of our programming and all the rest of it. We're way too sensitive, man. I know I can be at times as well. So I'm not just saying, you know. I think we're all, as a people, we've got too sensitive sometimes about stuff, you know. Because, you know, Yonder's reality is his own. It's not mine. My reality is my own. And we should be able to live with people understanding they feel the world differently. They experience, without taking offense to how they talk about it or feel it, or, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, and I think this is another area of development that I want to develop, Yonder, because I think as human beings, we shouldn't be taking offense of other people all the time like we do. If you think about the worst case scenarios, Yonder, you know, all these protests and all these different groups that take offense at everyone else because they're different people or have different needs or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You know. I think we've all broken a lot of it. I think that's what it is. It's about breaking down that programming, you know. It really is about breaking down that programming, you know, because a lot of that programming is not useful to us. How can we learn about? How can I know Yonder better if I get upset by who he is all the time? I can't. It's ridiculous. How can I get to know Pad Queen or anyone else if I'm always emotionally getting upset because I'm taking offence of who they are? It's ridiculous, you know. So, but again, I understand why we have these barriers that get in the way because of the way we've been, the way a lot of people feel because of the way they've been programmed in some cases and other combinations too. It's not just, you know, it's not personal experience of being hurt, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. Human beings can be very sensitive, especially in this modern world. So all I'm saying is, Yonder, yeah, you be free, man, because I think that's when we get the best out of you and the best out of all of us in terms of the pod. And as it's great engagement, by the way, like you said, man. But I'll tell you, I've got to stop, guys, because it's a great conversation, but I've got a dry throat. I'm going to have a quick break, and I'll be back. Yeah, I need a piss as well, but it's a great conversation. And it's been very enjoyable. And Pad Queen, I'm glad you brought up, you know, your nephew, because it started a great conversation. It made me feel emotional, I must admit, because it's very sad what you're telling me there. And I hope it gets better soon, honestly. I'll finish off by saying that. I hope it gets better soon, okay? And Yonder, thanks, man. I don't know. I don't know if you're still there, mate, but it's a good conversation. And yeah, you be the wizard, man. You know, just be yourself, because that way you help other people. And if other people, man, take you the wrong way, tough shit. Serious. I mean, because as long as we're being thoughtful and careful, there should be no problems. We should be able to be honest, you know, and be yourself, because that's what I want from that pod. You all know that, right? That's what I want for that pod. I've always said it, and I know it's about stepping stones to get there. And all this is stepping stones, guys and girls, to our future. I said it at the end of the pod yesterday, and I also said it Yonder was saying it, and we were talking about it all together, but I was saying, you know, I've always wanted the pod to be this, and I want it to move forward. And as I said, what we're all experiencing, right, is our journey. Yeah, when we speak in absolutes, I just saw that it gets dangerous. Yeah, because there are no absolutes. And that's another thing I want to say. As I've always said, guys and girls, before I finish, I'm just sharing where I am now. I am not saying it's absolute. I'm just sharing where I am now. And talking to anyone and having symbiotic relationships changes the outcome, because it changes our experience. That's why we shouldn't hide. That's why we should all be who we are, no matter what age we are, because we've all got something to learn, because there aren't absolutes. Absolutely. I agree with that. Absolutely. And that's the whole point of us all being ourselves. And if we're not bothered that someone else is coming from a different point of view, it ain't going to matter. Because we all know we're ourselves. We're all growing in different ways. We all know none of us have got it sewn up. We're all learning. We're all going to keep learning. And we're all going to change because we're receptive to other information. Information is key. Listening. Yeah, you listen, you learn, and you've got to hear. But you've got to hear. Most people don't hear. That's the problem. Or it takes, we all hear at different times. It takes time, and we all got to be patient. Men change. It takes time for men to change, you know. But yeah, are you still there, Yonder? Because I hope you heard that, just to round off, you know. Absolutely, we can't talk in absolutes. I absolutely agree with that. But like I say, be yourselves, guys and girls, and talk, because that's how we all grow, because we're being really honest, and it's that honesty. And there might be moments where it gets conflicted or confusing, because the ego gets in the way. Everybody's got a fucking ego, you know. Yeah, they do. Everybody's got an ego, and every now and again our ego gets in the way. Anyway, I'm gonna have I hope Yonder's still there, because I hope, because that's a conversation we've had with him and with you guys and girls, and it's been a brilliant conversation. And I'm just going to go in and make a coffee, and I'm going to get my water, and I'll be back. All right. But yeah, an interesting day for sure. But yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a second, everyone. I'll bring up the break thing, and then you can all... Thanks, Pad Queen. Interesting conversation.
And I'll be back in a sec, everyone, right? I expect he's got something going on, but it's a shame because I was hoping he was going to hear that because I wanted to finish off my conversation with Yonder, really. Oh, he's good. my ego was getting in the way. I'm still here, but yeah, we learn from one another. But yeah, Yonder, just do me a favour, man. Just you acknowledge the bit that I said. Yeah, just be yourself in the stream. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do because, like I say, that's how we all grow. And definites and absolutes. There's no such thing as an absolute. I'm going to say that now. There is no such thing as an absolute. And I want that out there because, like I say, all this talking that I do, I've never ever considered myself to be right, guys and girls. Only right for me right now. And that what I think right now can change with different information. Because I think that's what human beings are. They're the great river. They're fluidic. They're always flowing and changing. Depending on the information that's coming in and how it shapes us and our experiences with people. So yeah, but I'm gonna have a drink. I'll be back in a minute, guys and girls. All right. Yeah, good stuff. I can't believe the numbers. That's unbelievable. I can't believe what's going on there. That'll teach me to start my stream at the right time and come in at the right time. That's so bizarre, Yonder. That's so bizarre, man. What a funny life it is. Okay. All right. I think it's important as well. Just one thing I want to clarify, guys and girls, for anyone that might misunderstand when I say I talk generally. So I think this is important. I'll just bring up the main screen. When I say I'm talking generally, I'm talking from my experience. When I say I'm talking generally, I'm not talking generally from no experience. I'm talking about the experiences I've had throughout my life, my experiences of my work, and in context and relation to the world around me, and the way the world works. So I'm not. What's the word when they say when you're generalising or just like you know what I'm saying? I just because I wanted to clarify that as well. When I talk, I'm always talking from my experiences, from my knowledge, from my wisdom, not from a base of a general view, like a general viewpoint. Yeah. So, and when I talk generally as well, I say the word I'm talking generally because I don't want to target any particular individual or period of my life. I'm just giving you the synopsis of that journey. And I think that's very important to realize. So I am not being ignorant when I'm not coming from an ignorant place of indifference. What I'm trying to do is share my experience with you from a general place rather than using specific details because I don't want to cause any upset for anyone family related or friend related or community related that might cause them embarrassment or hurt or pain. So a lot of the times when I talk about life, I use the term general, but I'm not actually really being general. I'm talking about 57 years of experience that I've put into a synopsis of how I experience the world close to me in terms of family, the wider community, the political and spiritual community or religious communities and institutions that I have experienced throughout my life. So I just want to caveat that. So when I say I'm talking generally, I don't mean literally, I'm talking generally. I'm talking from my body of experience throughout my whole life about how I see how the world is constructed from experience, not abstract thought or just reading it somewhere. From my experience of day-to-day people, of the system that I worked in and everything else. And I want to clarify that because I think that's very important, again, when I say generally, because again, I'm trying to protect other people's feelings, even though they're never going to hear it probably. So yeah, when I say that, understand I'm talking from my experience of systems, of people, of individuals. I'm not just being flippant and giving out throwaway comments. Okay. So, because just in case anyone didn't, when I say that, they think I'm just throwing everybody into the same pot. I'm not. Everything that I've drawn upon and I talk about has come from experience and wisdom that I've learned and how this world is shaped by institutional constructs, religious constructs from the negative side. Yeah, there's lots of light in life as well, but they also have their place on that other side, and that's why I talk about acknowledging all sides, because no more than culture is good for us in many ways. It's also destructive. So yeah, I just want to caveat that when I say general, I don't really mean general. This is the final sum that I've come to so far from all my experiences of my whole life, from all these different people, all these different environments, all the traveling, the different jobs, that I've, so that's what I just wanted to caveat that. So when I say general, I'm not really being general. I'm just not talking about particular people or places because I want to save them any embarrassment, pain, or public scrutiny. Yeah, and I think that's important. That's about responsible speech. So I generalize my talk to protect those that are embedded in all those lessons and all that wisdom and everything that I've journeyed through. And I think that's very important, to caveat there. And I must remember that. So for the future, to state that probably when I talk, so then people don't think I'm just being general, because I'm not. I'm coming from all that wisdom, light, pain, all that I've gone through. And something that's reasserted itself and showed me these same patterns again and again and again in the world, even outside of myself and my own choices, what I see in other people and other stuff as well. So that's important. I caveat that. When I say general, I'm not talking generally, really. I'm talking about what's going on in my memory, in my soul, in my learning, and all the rest of it. So I think that's the important thing to realise for anyone that doesn't get that. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We hit our peak, I think, at 180, and that's after 227. And do you know what? I wasn't even aware of that. I saw 100, and I thought, oh, that's good. Oh, questing. Questing.
Let's try going this way.
Oh, come on, Gina, let's go.
What was this place?
What Machatat? Temple of the Great Relic.
Now, I've got to get my head in the game because it's going to be puzzle time yonder. I hope you're ready for some puzzles yonder. I might need your help.
What are we looking for?
And I don't have trees still
I
there.
don't know
But...
yet. Something that could point us to the stone's location.
All right, let's focus.
I
Oh,
think I see
we've got people come
something.
back. Brilliant. Welcome, everyone. By the way, if you don't know who I am, if you've just woken up to the stream, I'm Nesbit. Oh, hold on a minute. Gina's doing the work for me. And this is the Great Circle. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Let's just check out the poll. How is everyone doing today? Let's have a look. I'm okay. Got lots going on. 20%. Tops, man, it's 60%. That's what I like to see, everyone. Oh, Pad Queen. We're talking. Yeah. Not so hot, Nez. It's been tough for 20%. Oh, I hope it gets better for you guys and girls. But thankfully, no one has said it's real bad, man. So that's good to see. All right, guys and girls, good stuff. Like I say, wherever you are,
Over
day,
here, Jones.
night, you know, I hope you and your family, whatever, are doing well, guys and girls. And that things get better if they're not good, you know, not at their best right now. Let's just close that down so I can see comments. But I'm going to big up Pad Queen there in yonder. We've had a massive conversation
Something here.
on this stream today, guys and girls, about loads of different stuff, really. And it's been a very intense but wonderful stream. Again, it will lead me on to many different thoughts and feelings after the fact as well, when I've got time to digest it all. And it's a very positive stream for any of you that's having a bad time in life. I would suggest if you're having a bit of tough time, go back and listen to the comments in chat and the conversation we had, and keep the faith, brothers and sisters, in yourself and those good people in life that you got, and look to those, you know, that you can trust, you know, and it will get better. Sooner or later, it will get better, and it will start to transform one way or another. You know, the clouds always part. The darkness always drifts away and the light always shines again, sooner or later, you know? Okay. Let's get on with it. Questy. No, what's this? I'm going to have to make a photograph. Take a photograph. Here we go. Yeah. Twit no longer bothers you. Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
This is it. You found it here. Take a look.
Maybe I should have been an archaeologist.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I gotta drop it. Yeah, we should probably
Let's go.
Go in.
talk through this first.
Did you, Yondra? Oh, did you just hear about what I said about my general thing? Because that was for you as well. So there was a clarity there just for the future as well. Because that's important. And for anyone else that thinks, you know, when I say general, I'm not actually being general. So I just wanted to know if you heard that bit, because that was important, really. Because I know how much in the past how I upset you by you thinking, you know, that I'm being general when, you know, I'm generally not being general. Sometimes I can be indifferent. Absolutely. I have been indifferent at times as well in the past. But yeah, actually, when I'm talking generally, I just want to say it again, guys and girls. I don't talk about the people in particular. I'm talking about all the experiences or whatever, real experiences that brought me to the equations that I came to. Just so you know. It's not general, that in a general way that I'm talking at all, not really. I say that because I want to save, like I say, talking about other people openly, or embarrassment or whatever, for people that are still, you know, might watch this, family or whatever, you know.
I think there is something you can attach
Right,
your whip to.
let's concentrate. But yeah, enjoy your chocolate, man. I've got a coffee, which I really need. And we've got 180 in yonder. That's unbelievable. I can't believe I. Oh, my mic. Sorry, everyone. I forgot to put my mic on. I expect you probably heard me still, but I forgot to put my mic back on. But yeah. But let's here we go. Let's get her up. Help, Gina. Go on. I've got to get my game head on now, though, Yonder, because it's puzzles. And you know what that's like.
You good?
I made it.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thanks for being with me. If you've just woken up, I hope you're doing cracking wherever you are in the world.
It's too dark. Can you throw me a torch?
Oh, hold on. And, you know, you're doing well. And your family's doing well. Here we go. Let's throw her that. Ready to catch, Gina?
Can you throw up a torch? Oh! Torch, Rumbo.
I've got a can of Coke, 0 caffeine free. Okay, Penguin. That was so fun. That was really funny. All right, here we go. Let's throw that one up then. There you go. I better throw one up. Throw one up for myself as well. Okay, where's she gone? Where is she? Fucking.
Now you can attach your...
That's perfect.
Okay, what's up there? Can I get up here? No, okay, all right. Okay, let's get up. All right, come on, Indy, let's go. Well, I just say welcome, everyone. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world.
Look at this, Jones.
You can let me know how you're doing in chat, if that's what you want to do, or on the poll. I hope you're doing cracking, like I say. I've actually had a very good day, so I'm feeling good. I had a good chat too. All right, where are we going? All right, we've got a puzzle. All right, Gina. Oh, that's a bit weird. Exactly. Yeah. It's a great saying. I'll tell you what. Actually, Yonder, we want that for the podcast. That's going to go under our banner. I want to put that under the Hail the Streamers podcast. You don't know everything, or you don't know everything, or I don't know everything. I know some of it. I think we should put that as our little slogan under the Hail the Streamers podcast. I've got to remember that. I think that's brilliant, because I think that's really important as well, being in the fact, you know, we're going where we're going, and we're doing the thing that we're doing. I think that's really important. I think that's a statement that steadies the ship and keeps it on course, if you know. Do you know what I'm saying, man? I think we should place that under our Hail the Streamers banner. Hail to the Streamers banner. And I'm going to do that after the stream. Will you post it in? Would you be so kind as to post that comment in admin pod for me, so I can pick it up later, and I'm going to add it to the PNG banner, because I think that's something we can use for the pod. Because that, like I say, that will help us, guys and girls, along the way. Should we go down any particular path with ourselves or other people, you know. Well, I'll tell you what. You stick the one in the pod that you want to use. But I do like that top, or the version of it. Yeah.
This looks different from the rest of the
Yeah.
temple.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Yeah. Oh, I
predates the
see.
rise
Sorry, I misread. I've got the bottom comment. Sorry, man. My brain. I'm getting tired now. I'm excited as well, and emotional, and all the rest of this stuff going on. Yeah. So stick it in the comment, man, and we'll use that for the pod.
Maybe we could... Where are you going?
Here we go. I better concentrate on this.
Jones, it's the game.
It's the game. It's like how we started off.
We're gonna need more people if we're gonna play.
Now, you wait. That guy's gonna turn up. How the hell?
วิญญาณแห่งท้องฟ้าร้องขอเทวดาแห่งแม่น้ำให้คอย
What reality am I in here? They just turned up. Oh, they got them to come.
คนรุ่นแรกได้ซุกซ่อนไข่มุก
I get it. They went back and got them, I guess.
เราอยากขายคุ้มช่วยตอนหาขายมุกศักดิ์สิทธิ์
Yeah. The guy from the hang. Yeah.
You don't want to provoke the fascists, but this is worth the risk.
So they've obviously gone back then and got the people from the village, yeah? That was really weird because all of a sudden these people just shot up out of nowhere. So we got this game to play.
Very well, Dr. Jones. What would you like us to do?
I need you to stand on the stone plates on the ground when I tell you. Just follow my lead.
Shit, what am I doing? Alright. Fuck, how does this game... Ah, we got to turn it. Which way do we turn those plates? Let's have a look. Right. Okay, so we need to turn it towards the door, I think. So hold on a sec. Right.
One, over there.
Okay. Right, let's just stand off them a minute because she's going to stand on them. Was that the right one? No, that's not the right one. Okay, let's try. Because she moved the other ones. That's probably the way it's going to be to start with. Oh, because she's already... There we go. Right, so let's just have a look at that one there. We might have to turn them on their axis so they go more than once. So I am going to put...
ดีใจที่เราได้ช่วยคุณนะอินเดียนาโจนส์
Can you...
ใจว่าคุณจะคิดออกมาได้
Okay.
อะไรต่อละทีนี้
Let's try this a minute. I'm just going to experiment.
You stand there.
We should have one already turned, shouldn't we? Oh, that one...
Can't think of enough.
Right.
Leave us away from here. That would be thanks enough. Make me pay for what's still. I don't seek revenge.
Right, there we go.
I just need my...
Let's try putting him...
You come done.
Will it turn? Now we're going to find it does. Ah, right, so I do need him there then. All right, so we need him there.
Right there instead.
Now you are going to go...
Highland. You
That should
go
turn it
there.
again. Oh, now it turns that one. So hold on. No. So I've only got... I'm going to need someone there then. There's got to be one that turns them all. Okay, so... That would be... And then... Alright, so I need someone on one of these. So let's go... There you go, you stand there, because I need someone to go there.
Over there, please.
Gina, is Gina part of this? No. And he's not part... Ah, okay. So I've only got a certain amount of people to turn them. That's going the wrong way. That's turning the other way, okay. Let's now see what happens if I move him. I just wonder if we got to get them in a choice. No, they turn again. Oh, they've got to hold their position. Right. Fuck, man. Let's just see what he does when he comes up to this one. Hey, Stu, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. You know, how's the aunt? Is it the auntie's place or a friend's place? Have you got that checked out, man? What did he do? Did he do anything there? I can't remember now.
There, go there instead.
Let's have a look. Right, that's that one. So I've got one turned. That's moving that back. I'm going to take her off. I'm going to put her... Oh, wait, cool. Will it move that one? That's the question. So we've got one turned at the moment. Let's just put her there a minute. Let's see what
Maybe
happens.
go stand over there instead.
Nice to see you, Stu. Hope you're doing well, mate. Oh, okay, mate. All right. Ah, we got two up now. Okay. Because I can do one as well. I hope it gets sorted soon, mate. Keep us in the loop, yeah? I see your channel's doing well. I popped over a few times. I've seen what's going on your channel. No, that's going that way. No, that's turning. Don't want to do that. No, that's going that way. Let's take her off a minute. We got... I need to... Let's just put her there a minute. Hopefully she can turn... There you go. Oh, it's just turned on its own. I don't need her on anything. Yeah, I don't need her on any... Oh, brilliant. Okay, so that's already facing. I didn't realise that. Come here. Come here.
Mind try standing there?
I think they've all got to face the door, guys and girls. I think. Probably take a picture. That'll help. Oh, no, they've gone the other way. That's interesting. Which one? Let's have her... I don't know which... Let's just get her right, and then I can work out the other stuff. That one stays there. I want that to stay there. Right, that's doing nothing at the moment. Good. So, because what I want to do is just take a picture, just in case there's... Oh, piss off, Indy. Stop walking on a minute. Let's just take a picture, because I get points for that.
It's the game. Just like in the hidden ziggurat.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I know what I'm doing here.
The small statues to face the big one. In the
Yes. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's what I'm doing what we need to do. Let's just bring her... there we go. Let's bring her there then. Hold on. Almost there, guys and girls. Almost there.
Maybe it's right there instead.
What are you going to do, man? How's... Because is your arm better now? Are you back at work? What's going on with your work situation? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I understand it, but yeah, whatever, you know, I hope it gets sorted soon, Stu. Because you've got your notice, haven't you? All right, so that one's facing. That's we just got the last one then. So if I do this, no, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, hold on. This is going to be a bit more. Damn. This last one. Yeah, that's what I thought we were going. Where you're heading. I wish I could do something for you, Stu, but I don't. Well, I don't have money, and I no, different bloody continent. There's not a lot I can do. But surely, like I say, I hope there's someone there that can help you. There's got to be someone who can help you, man. Someone close by, family or something, man. Have you got no one? What's this last one? You know, if I could, man, honestly I would. I've just got, you know, we ain't got enough this month for ourselves. You know, we're struggling because August is a shit month for us because we don't get certain money on this month because it's like travel expenses. Like it's a lot because we go 30 miles there and back each day and stuff, and we've got other stuff that happens on this month. It's just August is always a shit month for us. You know. You'll get through, mate. Like I say, you know, there's a solution somewhere. It's just finding it, Stu. It'll come together, man. I have no doubt about that. It will come together, all right? Oh, thanks, Pad Queen. You know, it will get better, mate. For whatever solace that gives you, I know it will. Because life always does sooner or later, Stu. It always does. What am I doing? I just got some coffee, and then I got this last one's a bit of a conundrum. One, two, three. What about? Let's just see what that one does. No, is anything turning there? It's not. So I think. Now I know. I think I need to. No. I want her on... Which one is it that turns two of them? There, that one. Yeah, there you go. So what I would need is I would need her Let's try here.
ฉันควรทำอะไร
And then I would have to stand on the other one. So that would turn that one. No, that's going the wrong way. It's not. Let's try this one. Can you? I need her to
ฉันควร
turn.
ไปที่ไหน
ยืนตรงนั้น
Is it there or? Yeah. So that turns it there.
คุณ
Let's
อยาก
try this.
there go there instead
So that turns that back there, and then if I go on, that turns that one there, and that one turns that. Right. So, and if she comes off, come off a minute, can I? I need her to go somewhere where she doesn't affect
ต้อง
the.
ยืนตรงนี้
Go there a minute. So which way does that turn when I stand on here? Yeah, it turns. So I need to get her to go. I need to get her to go on that one.
maybe try there instead
So that comes down. No. So is it this one?
ยืนตรงนั้น
And then, because when that one turns, that will turn. And that's only going to turn. No, because that ain't going to work, is it? Because if I now stand on that one. That... Oh, hold on. Am I being. Just stand there.
go over there
And then. That's it. I'm being thick. I was overthinking this again. No, because it does turn it. Yeah, she can't go. Yeah, she can't go on that one. So if I. So I need to find one that moves that central one. Hold on a minute.
ยืนตรงนั้น
This isn't that complicated, guys and girls. I'm overthinking this again. I just need something that turns. That's facing. Right. So it's the center one that we need to sort. And if I use that pad, it does that. Use that pad. Let's try. There. Is that it? Ah. Oh, I see. Hold on. Did that turn differently? It did. Oh, I've got it. I think I've got it. Okay.
คุณอยากให้ฉันทำอะไรล่ะ
try there instead
Is it that? Because that one turned it. Oh no, it's turning it back. Oh, yeah.
ฉันควรไปที่ไหน
There you go.
ไปตรงนั้น
Let's just have a look a minute. Because then I can do the other one, can't I? Let's just see what happens. Wrong one. Which one was it? Was it that one?
ฉันควรทำ
there
อะไร
go there instead please
Know what I've got to do? I just find a whole lot of bravery to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You, like I say, you keep your courage, man, as well. She's right, you know. You'll do it, Stu, all right? I'm glad you're around, man. I was wondering how you were doing. And I know as well, Stu, you need your time as well. But I'm glad you came in. I appreciate it because I asked Trick about you yesterday. And like I say, I've watched your your streams on more than one occasion, and I've said hello now and again, but I haven't brought it up because I sort of guess you just want to, have peace and quiet and get away from it. But I appreciate you coming and let me know what's going on, man. All right, so I need to get this one so it's facing, but whenever we turn that one, I know what I need to do, guys and girls. It's just finding the right combo. That faces that way. That faces that way. That turns that way. That turns that way. So it's not that one. Yeah, I know, Teresa, because I'm working out, Teresa, where I need to put her to affect these last two things. Yeah, so I need this thing. I can put her on this one, right? I'll show you, Teresa. If I put her on this one, let's just have her. Let's just have her. I just want to take her off a minute, because this one faces. I'm going to put her over here. I just want to put her over here a minute. Cause I want to show Teresa's thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It isn't down, is it? Oh, it isn't. She hasn't depressed it. Thank you, Therese. I see what you're saying. Ah, that will make a big difference. All right, so I will get off. Thank you. I thought I was out of players. You see, that's because I'm talking to. I'm not concentrating really. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks so much. I see what you're saying because now I can manipulate this. Look, I can put her.
Just tell me where to go.
It's right there.
Hold on. Because with a bit of luck, let's have a look. I didn't notice that. Thanks. Ah, no, she's gone the other way. Let's take her off then.
Would you mind try standing there?
Thank you, Teresa. That helps a lot. I didn't see that. Well done, Teresa. I would have gone on for hours like this, not been any the damn wiser. Right, so we now I now need to move that one. There! No, stay on it, Indy. What are you doing? Teresa, big up Teresa! Oh, you want to know is that, Teresa? I wonder what the... Oh, I tried to whip Gainer's ass. That's so funny, man. Thanks, Teresa. It just helped me.
What now?
Time to find out if the stone is down there.
That was so funny, man. Yay! I didn't realise I thought she stood on one, you know? Oh, thick as shit. But hey, there you go, man. That's where it goes.
Don't fall and break your legs.
Thanks for that.
Oh, here we go again, that. Where am I going?
Sure about this?
Don't worry. I do this all the time.
I'm a professional. Thanks, Teresa. I didn't notice that. Yes, Stu. I mean, as Pad Queen says, you know, yeah, don't lose faith, man. I know it's, you know. I know it's shitty, man. I mean, you know, again, and I'm not just saying that as a platitude. I've been homeless. I've been homeless, mate, more than once in my life. And there was once or twice out of choice where I went into the wilds, honestly, man. But yeah, when you're not choosing it, when it's being taken from you, that's different again. And I've had that happen as well. So, you know, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass, man. You know, it's tough. I know it's tough, but you'll get there, yeah? You'll get through it, Stu. I know you will. Where am I going? Sorry, I got to work out. I'm just going to go swing down, I guess. What am I doing? Where am I? Yeah, I know, man. I hear you, man. I don't actually know what I'm doing in here. Where am I going? I'm not going up, am I? I'm having to swing over, I think. I wasn't... Oh, down there. Yeah, oh, no, I just got to get down. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I just had to drop. Oh.
Are you okay down there?
What's this?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You
Yes.
stay there. I'll be back as soon. Representation of an angel surrounded by people in prayer.
All right. But yeah, man, you know, not easy. Okay, everyone. Don't know what I'm doing here now because I haven't been paying attention. But yeah, big up Teresa there because I wouldn't have fucking noticed. You know, I just wouldn't have noticed it. Okay. Let's and I can't believe what I thought. And this is, do you know what, Stu? You know, I just guess I don't want to get in too heavy or talk about stuff you don't want me talking about, but you know, this is why I say you've got to look after yourself as well. You've got to ask, and I know you've got this pride and you want to do everything for yourself, and I get that, man. I've been there, you know, I get it, but sometimes, you know, when you get yourself sorted out, you've got to look after yourself. You can't always be looking after and worrying about other people. It's got to be balanced, man. You've got to look after yourself, Stu. You've got to look after you, and you've got to care about you, you know, because you've got to do that first, man. You know, you've got to look after yourself first. If you don't, you're no good to anyone. You know, and I don't want to sound like what I'm preaching or telling you how to live, but sometimes you can be too generous, is what I'm saying. Sometimes you've got to keep your own house in order first, man. You know,
And I know you're big and you want to, you know, donate to the community and other people in other chat and all the rest of it, man. Yeah, ask for it. Absolutely. You've got to look after, you know, and I'm saying it tentatively because I don't want to upset you. You've got to look after yourself, man. You can all, you know, I mean, your link came up, didn't it? I saw it came up when you came in. So go and check Stu out, guys and girls, and go and support him on his channel. He's a good content creator. Show him some love. He's not, you know, he's in a bad place at the moment. So, but yeah, man, you know, you got to look after yourself. There's nothing wrong with that at all. All right. Okay. I don't need my lighter. Get lost lighter. Now, did I have to do something for them? What am I doing? Sorry, everyone. Let me just concentrate on what I'm doing. Oh, we got to find a stone. I didn't even know what I had to do. Okay, I've got to find a stone, everyone. Do I have to help the other people in or not? Let's have a look if there's a fulcrum release lever. So look at that, look. Christ. They died in their meditative positions, look. That's dedication for you. Let's just see if we can... No, I don't think we can. I'm on my own. I think I'm on my own here, everyone. From here on in. Let's keep an eye out. But let me just talk about the game, guys and girls. If you play Indiana Jones, this is a great game. I must admit, I'm really enjoying this game. It's a wonderful game. Good fun. And I've got to say it, Stu. I've been thick as shit, right? Because I've been advertising my stream for 10 o'clock and always coming in early. And I think it affected my numbers. And I come in today, right? Actually, I started the stream, I came in late, and I didn't advertise I was doing a stream. And we got 180 people in, no raids. So that's so bizarre. I think I was shooting myself in the foot, man. But it's been a very good stream as well. And I've got to big up Pad Queen and Stu and Yonder and everyone that's been part of the stream today. Because we've had a real big conversation today about different things, you know. What was that? Honestly, Stu, I was, you know, I was advertising my stream for 10 o'clock, coming in like at 9:15, and I think it confused the algorithm. It's unbelievable, man. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with, let me see if I'm, do we need, I think we need to do these side things. Look. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do another swing. Here we go. Yonder! Hey, Yonder's back. Yonder's come back. That's nice to see. Accept this, homie. A little tag there, look. Up we go. Now, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going from here. Is it up there? Come on. Where we... Oh, Indy, I see. All right. Okay. Whee! All right. Okay, game's saving. Better be on my toes here, I guess. Oh, I was about to jump that. I don't think I... Oh, here we go. What's this? There's a hole there. What's all this about? Hey, look at this. And what I... Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, no, no, no. No, Indy, get up.
Jesus!
Fool. Do you know what I love about this game, guys and girls? Like I said in the title, you really do feel like Indiana Jones. Honestly, you do. It's great. Brilliant. That's good. We've got another relic.
I'll take care of this one.
Can we get in here? Oh, shit. No. Careful, Indy. No. What am I...
Hell!
Oh, no, there's piranhas in the water. Ah, they're fucking piranhas. That's why. Where am I going now? I thought I could get in those holes, but obviously not. So we came across, we've got to get across to there, look. That's obvious. So I would go... All right, so I think, I wonder if I can... Let's have a look. Oh, look, there we go. Look, it's right in front of me. Jesus, Nesbit, you're dumb. I'm going to have another swing. Just... Oh, go on, in you go. Yay! Bum, bum, bum. Bum ba 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 bum. Bum ba bum. Do 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 do. I never left. Oh, you never left, just drinking chocolate milk. Okay, Yonder. Okay. It's good stuff.
It's a long way down.
You see, this is why I say, like I was saying yesterday in the podcast, everyone, I love streaming, and I do. You know, if you take all the stress of life aside and just talk about streaming itself and the fun that I get out of it, and I do get a hell of a lot out of it, and really, it's the worst thing in the world when you let anything affect that, because it is a joy when you talk to people, you know, and when you do this and it's going well. I'm gonna sneeze. And also, Yonder, interestingly, I've been doing your little half-hour thing. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to have another break in a minute. I think we're probably done for the day in terms of numbers, but you never know. I will have another little break in a minute. It's been 3 odd hours in. We'll see what happens. But I've had a couple of breaks today and that as well. And yeah, I think I was shooting myself in the foot, guys. You know, advertising the stream at 10 o'clock, coming in at 9:15, 9:15. Just that one thing probably fucked it all up, and I've been doing that for months and months. I couldn't work out, you know, and when there was nothing going on, I guess because there was nothing going on because we had that turning point, I didn't really connect the dots. But it was only yesterday when we had that conversation, you know. I'm fucking stupid, man. It's really stupid. Oh, Indy! Wow. All right. Whoa. That's showing up. Yeah, show up when you're going to show up. Yeah, should work. Yeah, I hope so, Yonder. Because that's just, you know, obviously I didn't know what it was I was doing wrong. You know, felt like I was banging my head against a brick wall. You know, and you know, I'm thinking, well, you know, it's not personal, Nesbit, you know? No, Stu, I was doing it was even worse than that, Stu. I advertised my streams for like just 10 p.m. GMT, and I've been doing this since KDC, Yonder. Yeah, I'm pretty much on and off. I've been doing it, yeah, but I've done it religiously for at least the last 2 months. Stu, I advertised my stream for 10 o'clock, and I was always coming in early. I was just coming in early, you know, 40 minutes before the advertised time. And Yonder said yesterday, that's probably what's you know, and then I come in today, and I don't even advertise the stream, Yonder. Yeah, showing up before the scheduled stream. I was showing up before the scheduled stream, and I think it badly affected. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was doing, and I think it just. Yeah, I know, and don't do that because it screws things up, and I didn't think about it. I just didn't think about it. Oh shit! I need to go down a bit. We are going. Where are we going? Yeah. Is it up there? I don't know where I'm... No, it's down here. Here we go. Oh, come on. You need to swing. Oh, shit. Concentrate. Yeah, and I think it's better if you're late, because I was deliberately 10 minutes late today. Yeah, I was... Yeah. Yeah, in my announcement, Yonder, it comes up automatically in the announcement section. So, yeah, it does. It, you know... It's not under live stream, it's under my announcement channel that I've used for years. But yeah. Alright, we're down here. Let's go through. Keep an eye out for traps. Inner sanctuary.
This must be it.
Okay. Yeah, so it's interesting, look, because we had 180... yeah. I'm not going to schedule mine at all, ever again. I'm just going to come in, Stu. And that's what I'm going to do, Yonder, 5 to 10 minutes every time. That's what I'm going to do, man. Because it worked today. Straight away, do you know what, Yonder? I started talking to you, and I was aware of about 80 people, right? And then I got talking to you in Pad Queen, and before I knew it, I looked around and there was 180, and I just smiled to myself quietly, and I thought that's funny as fuck. You know, when you brought it up, and I just laughed. You know, I better be careful here. What a dick. One small thing, just one thing, has probably made a huge difference. Do you know what I mean? Indy's face. He's looking. He's.
It's gotta be
And now, Yonder, when I think about the things you say, they make sense, because the proof is in the pudding, because the pudding has proved itself this morning. It was my stupidity that why it wasn't working, you know?
17 sacred stones.
You know, like just coming in before.
Men, the voice of God descended on the earth. Voice of God. Metatron. The circle must be complete to what?
It's ruined. It's damaged.
What do you got for me? Circle.
Don't speak the words, Indy.
Circle can also mean
Name. Don't speak the name. He told you, don't speak the name. Let me just pause a sec, so I want to read this. Yonder says, when it comes up in chat here, I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I always double up. I have my bot tag, my live stream gang, when I post a schedule. Then I at everyone personally just before I go. Actually, I should, yeah, I have my automated in Discord. And but to be honest, Yonder, a lot of people, I don't have a lot of people on my Discord, and you've built yourself a nice community. In terms of my community on Discord was like Skyrim. They're not really, I haven't got many people from my streaming community on my Discord, so it doesn't, I don't think it really benefits me that much at the moment, but it will in the future, because like I say, that Discord was done for Skyrim, and it's all Skyrim people on there, really, to be honest with you, when I was modding for Skyrim. But with your community, I know it makes sense. Same with Cozy and other stuff. Yeah, see, I turn off all notifications from Discord as well, because you know, it's too much otherwise. But yeah, I think as I build a community, it'll be really useful. I'll tell you what, Yonder, I feel hopeful today. I feel better. You know, a few days ago, I felt real low. I did, man. I felt so pissed off. You know, nothing was working. I was just so fed up. And then I sort of changed up my banner, everything, and and our conversation yesterday and today, well, I feel a bit hopeful. You know, I can't wait to do my next stream. It does work for those that keep it, though. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what happens Yonder in the future, you know. But you know, to get that number in, you know, on the horizontal is nice, you know. You know, hopefully it will improve as well. It will continue on, man. Not everyone is in as many servers as I am. Let's see what happens here, guys and girls. No, I haven't talked to the duck. It's a programming thing. No, I've never heard of it, Pad Queen. I do, Yonder. Yeah, that's the first thing I do when I join a server. I turn off everything. Yeah, absolutely.
There's always a trigger.
There's always a trigger, Indy. Absolutely, there is.
One way to find out.
Maybe it's a good one this time, Indy. Oh. Here we go, guys and girls. Am I going to die?
I knew it. I get a little tired of this.
Oh, what's... Come on, Indy, what are you doing? That's it, get off we go. Let's... Oh, shit, get up! Run, Indy, run! Where are we going? Going up, up. Oh, shit! What am I doing? I thought I was... Yeah, up. Come on. He's being temperamental here. Where am I going? Come on, Indy. Go, man. And I'll say it again, guys and girls, what I love about this game is you feel like Indiana Jones. And that can't be beaten. You know, the quests and everything. Which one am I going? Shit. Oh, yeah, ledge. Go. Go, Indy, go. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, whoa, look at that. It's going. It's going. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, Indy, man. You go, then we go up. Move, mate, move. Go, go, go. Do, 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 do. Oh, shit. Now what? Shit. There's got to be a fulcrum release lever. Oh, have I missed my opportunity? Shit, where do I go? The water's coming in. Do I have to wait for the water to take me up? Shit, where do I... Hold on. No, hold on. Where am I going? Where's the out? There, over there. Oh, Indiana Jones, eat your heart out. Let's go, man. Come on, Indy. Woohoo! Cheers, thanks, Stu. I'm glad you're confident in me, because I'm not. Here we go. Let's go, Indy. Go, 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 go. Now we've got to get back. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's provided a bridge for me, I think. I can use this, yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go, Indy, go. Now, where are we going? Shit. I've lost my way. Where am I going? That was... Ah, fuck it. I've come in there. Is it back out this way? It might be. Let's have a look. Shit, how do I get to there? Oh, come on, man. Where am I going? How do I get to there? Yeah, that's where I came in, wasn't it? I should better throw a whip onto this. Can I get over there? Because then I can get back that way. Hold on. No, I can't get to it there. I might have to run and jump here. I think I've got to run and jump. Yeah! Well done, Indiana Jones. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. No, you dick. Oh, no, no. Shit. I do that all the time, Stu. I double think myself all the time. So I know I've got to run and jump that. Then what? Where is it? Oh, hold on. We came from there, didn't we? I've got to get there. Okay, so I can run and jump that. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let's just go. Yeah, up you get. Shit, now. I can't get there. How do I... Come on, Indy. I can't reach that. Perhaps this isn't the right way. Because that's where I came in. I mean, this is the way out, but... How do I get on the ladder? As soon as I go in the water, I'm dead. Fuck. That's one death I've got to add. Oh, Indy. Okay, no, he's not. No. Fuck it. I can't get back now, can I? Let's have a look. Can't get up there. I should be able to whip up there, that's why I come in. Oh, hold on, guys. Just turn the mic off for a bit. I've got my family home. A bit on the set, so get real noisy. There's my boy. He's on his adventure. Overthinking it, Stu. I was overthinking it again. It's simple. I just had to jump. Hi, Rev. Thanks, man. I just had my boy come home from his great adventure and he's very loud and excited. Everybody's excited. So I'll just turn the mic off for a few minutes, guys and girls, to everything settles. Yeah, I was overthinking it as always, Stu. Yeah. Oh, my God. Mr. Whirlwind is back.
Oh.
Get him out of here! The place is coming down!
Okay! You have to get out! Hurry! You have to get him out, Wiley! Huwag kang payong may nakilay!
Yeah, he's happy, man. My boy's happy. You know, he's a real good kid. He's full of energy, and like I say, he's got, you know, he's all on that autistic, so like he's a whirlwind, you know. But you know, we work hard to make sure that he is, you know, and that's why I'm so appreciative of people, you know, that help me here, because like I say, you know it, man. You know, a lot of us, we don't have a lot, so when we get supported and helped, it makes a huge difference to my family. So that's why I really appreciate it, you know. Let's get on with this. Let's see if I can escape then. Let's go. I don't know how I died there, guys. I don't know what I did.
Get him out of here! The place is coming down!
Okay, Stu. All right, man. I didn't know that. You must tell me about them one day. I sort of, I'll be honest, I tend to, well, I'll just do this and then I'll talk, man. I'll just, let's see. Right, so, that's it. Now, up, Indy, up. Right, this time you did it. Good. You know, I know it's a sore subject for you because obviously, you know, your history, so I try not to be too nosy or prying because I know it's, oh, here we go. Oh, what's just happened? Oh, right. Oh, this is underwater. Oh, Christ, I better concentrate. Go, Indy. Am I going up here? I think I'm going up here, right? Come on, Indy, go, go. I take it I'm going up here. Where am I going? Is that something up there? No, that's blocked. Oh, shit, I've just lost my direction. Going. No, did I come in that way? I can't remember. Oh, shit, I can't remember which way I'm going. Oh, Jesus, man. I think it's this way, look. Quick, Indy. There, no? Oh, shit, I turned around. It's confused me. This way? Oh, no, that's back. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, come on, Indy. Oh, damn, I'm going to die. Yeah, I know, man, but I also don't, you know, I know for you, it's just, you find it difficult talking about, there we go, talking about your family sometimes, and I just don't think it's always, you know, didn't cause you any upset. You know what I'm saying? Shit, which was my way out? I'm going to die here, guys, because up here, there it is. Go. Go, Indy. Go. We're almost there. Come on. Up. Go, Indy. Go, 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 go. Yes. Yes. Wait.
I got it.
Sorry, Stu, that's a bit intense.
Sorry, Jones. I wasn't fast enough.
How many do you have? Because I never asked you how many children you have. What's happened? Oh no. Oh God. This guy again. Not another fight. Here we go.
The other one. What other one? Wait. Wait.
I know. You have 3, okay. I know, Stu, and that's why I try not to bring it up, because I'm aware of how you feel, man. And it's not like, you know, that's why sometimes I sort of realise, that's why I realise as well, and how lucky I am, you know, because for all our money troubles and everything else that goes on here, you know, mate, I've still got my family here. And like I said, I'm very lucky, mate, with the choices I've made. I'll say it again, I got a good woman. I'm lucky, you know. You know, I'm lucky because, like I say, the choices I made could have gone the other way for me. But yeah, he's happy, and you know, I'm grateful for that. And he has and that's why I want to provide for when I'm not here. You know, because you know he is autistic. He doesn't have any language skills. I want him to have his own home. I want him to be settled, and he has people come in that are well paid, that look after him properly. You know, when I'm not here. So that's why I want to be able to provide for him for, you know, when I'm gone and when my missus is gone, you know, and have a trust set up for him because he can't look after himself, you see. So, you know, that leaves him vulnerable to the world. But we all know. So, you know, that's the thing that pains me, mate, you know, but I'm still lucky compared to some blokes, you know, and some women, you know, at least I've got my boy in my life and as you hear, he's happy, you know, and like I say, for all our troubles, he's here. Yeah, and it's a hard gig, man, you know. It's tough, you know. But yeah, boys and girl, two boys and a girl. Yeah, okay, mate. Right. Yeah, but that's why I sort of don't hit that subject too much because I know it pains you, and I know you struggle with it. So I just try to be, you know, sensitive about that because I don't think you need it, you know. People like me banging on about that all the time, but you know. But yeah. Anyway, guys and girls, I think, how long? 3.5 hours. Stu, are you streaming right now? Do you have anything planned? Would you like 100 odd people to come on over? Because I don't know if you're streaming. Yeah, good. You're not, okay. Are you planning to go in? Do you want some people? Teresa, you're on the spectrum. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I'll tell you, guys and girls, you know, I mean, like I say, it's a tough life. There's a lot we've all got to face one way or another, and that's why I like what I do, what we do. I'm better going to say not just me, but what other certain people do in this community. And you have no work at the moment. Okay, I thought you were self-employed, right? Because I thought it'd be fairly easy for you to find work because you're self-employed, and you know you're skilled. So I thought it wouldn't, you know, that's why I was a bit surprised. I didn't think it'd take. And anyway, I know you as well, and you're a capable bloke. So, oh, good. You have work today. I do have work today. Brilliant. Good, man. Hey, love, I hear it was good. Good stuff. Okay, mate. All right. And like I say, man, you know, I know things aren't easy at the moment, but they will get better soon, mate. I mean, you know, and like I say, I'm not being, you know, like I say, I have my problems and my troubles, you know. So, and I know it's easy to say it, but we all know it. So, you know, it gets better by degrees sooner or later, and I hope it's sooner rather than later, you know. But yeah, let's see what happens here, guys and girls. And I will. Let me think. It's 20 past 1. I am hungry. I think I'm actually quite knackered and I can hardly talk now. My throat's really dry because we've had, yeah. I've had a hell of a stream. It's been such a weird fucking day. I've got to say it. I mean, I've gone from getting nothing and with a few tweaks, guys and girls, we had 180 people in, and I've had no raids today, and normally I live off raids. It's so bizarre, man. You can't make this shit up. Life is so bizarre. And I want to I'll just say this quickly. I'm going to thank Teresa and Pad Queen, Stu, Yonder, and all you guys and girls that have been with me. But there's other people that came in earlier. If I can still see their names. I said Pad Queen, Yonder, Stu. I want to carry on, but I've actually had a very good stream and the family are back and my missus deserves a break and our respite carer will be going on soon. And, you know, I've got to give something back now because I've got what I've wanted. So, you know, I don't think I should carry on and push. I think I will leave it here, guys. There's who else was in here? There was some lovely people we talked to. Oh, Occasional Gaming, that was it. Big up Occasional Gaming and everyone that's been part of the stream today. And I am going to find someone to forward you on to. Thanks, Stu, because I don't see you very often. I know generally we're different times, mate. I know that. You know, so Rev, cheers, Rev. I'm just going to find someone to forward you on to. Let's see who's online, yeah? Let's see who's online. And also, let's just finish off the poll. In the poll, people are saying, Tops man's 57. I'm okay, got lots going on. It's 14%. Not so badness. It's tough as 29. But I'm really glad to hear people. No one has said it's real bad, man, because that's what you don't want to hear. I'm going to end that poll. Thanks, guys and girls, for that. Rev, let's see who's in. Let's see who's in. And it's been a very interesting conversation today with Yonder and with everyone and with Pad Queen. We've had some real serious conversations, and it's been good. It's been really good. Oh, come on, man. Let's just bring over, let's see who's online. Who have we got online? And who haven't I done? We got Trick online, and we got Cozy, and we got Isaac. We got Amped and Revamped in Thin Blue. I have done Cozy frequently recently. I do like to look after Cozy because she gives so much to the podcast. And I've gone to Trick recently. How many has Trick got? He's got 128, so he isn't doing bad. Isa I've done recently as well. I was thin. I did quite recent. So he's got 208. So it's Isa that hasn't got anyone. Oh, who's ending? Shade. Shade. Oh, I've got a name for you. Shade. Teresa. He's ending. Hello, Lauren. Hi, Lauren. All right. Nice to see you, Lauren. Who are you saying, Stu? All right, just post a channel if you want, and let's have a look. Let's have a look then, Stu, because everyone else has got relatively good figures. If you want to, if that's, I'll do that for you, Stu. I was going to help someone I know, but if you want me to help someone we don't know or, that we haven't done before, I'm happy to do that. If you post his link, mate, then I'll do that, okay? And also, Stu, you let him know I'm coming over, because I don't know this guy. I don't want to piss him off, all right? Let him know that I'm coming over. How you doing, Lauren? It's lovely to see you. It's really nice to see you. I didn't think I'd see you again. Real pleasure. I hope you're doing well. I'm just actually ending the stream, but I'll be back very, very soon, guys and girls. There it is. Let's just grab that link then. Let's just grab that link. You let him know, Stu, that I'm coming over, please. Yeah, you do that for me. You have Raiders. Okay, I can see. Okay, share. Okay. Yeah, if you have got raids to ask him, I'll just set it up and I'll just keep an eye on that. Let me know, Stu. Let's go to my back end then. My back end. I mean, my studio. I really want to carry on the game, guys and girls. I really want to carry on talking, but I've been in for 3.5 hours, right? And my family are home. It is the summer holidays, and I need to have my lunch and then do my bit with my family. So, but I will be back, and hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon, okay? I'm just going to set up this raid. And if you like the stream, smash that like button, guys and girls. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bells and all that. Let's have a look. Send to Isa. Oh, hold on. What's this? Cancel. Oh, okay. I'll send to Isa. Because Isa's only got a few visitors. Okay, Stu. Yeah, because it's a few visitors. Few people in his stream, I mean. Everyone else has got some numbers to them. So I will go to Isa. He's only got 12 people watching. So that seems fair, doesn't it? It's not like no one else, everyone else has got numbers in their streams. So I think that's the fair thing to do. So we'll do that. Hey, Pad Queen. Cheers. All right, I'll say my final goodbyes to everyone in a sec. I'm just going to set up this raid. Guys and girls, it's been a pleasure today. It's been a pleasure because the YouTube algorithm has responded to me. It's been a pleasure because I've had a great chat with Yonder. Night, Yonder. I've had a great chat with Yonder and Teresa and all you guys and girls, and we talked about some real great stuff. And I'll tell you what, Yonder, I'm looking forward to our next pods as well, because what I really want for those pods, you know, is that sense of freedom, that sense of adventure, and that sense of openness, you know. And like I say, I'm willing I'm willing to sometimes risk misunderstandings and falling outs for the growth of something that's real and organic and natural, and that really has a life that of its own that means something, you know. Real good relationships, and good relationships grow through understanding, time, patience, and all the rest of it. And I really like the pod. You know, the pod's coming along. It's coming along in a big way. I think so anyway. But I just want to, I want to thank you all. Yonder, you know, Teresa, Stu, Pad Queen, all of you guys and girls, thanks so much. I am Nesbit. This is The Circle, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. We will carry on this fantastic adventure very, very soon, guys and girls, and it's worth the money. It's a great game. I love it. I feel like Indiana Jones. And on that note, guys and girls, I'll see you on the other side. I'm Nesbit. You are you. Keep being you. I will see you very soon, everyone. Take care. Peace, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and I'll catch you on the other side. Take care. Tana, Lauren, take care. See you, Stu.